searching begins. Find yourself within. Take up your blade. Let the fears within fade. Stories are told as the die roll. Don't be afraid. Make your destiny will find you in me. Friends at your side, may the group with pride. Try as you might, you now live to fight. Monster nor foe can fill you with woe. Enemies in sight, it's time to roll dice. Roll for initiative. Check, please.
Hello, checkers and pleasers alike. Welcome to the Legends of Aedron ceremony. We are returning back to this legend after having been assigned a mission for a young druid trying to enter the first circle in the religion of Eden. Now, this trial was introduced to some of the characters as not exactly decided by the Grand Druid as she would have preferred. It might be a bit more dangerous than any of you anticipate, or maybe you are anticipating. But nonetheless, you moved together as a group, went to Wrightburg to get some details on any activity on this cult known as the Maleficent Watchers, or Watchers, worshippers, or the Maleficents in general. And you... Well, some of you found some great experiences in the town. Some of you got to maybe fall in love. Some of you discovered that senile old ladies exist, and sometimes they just don't remember when their family members die.
That was tragic.
Well, we do make sure to remind the son.
That's true.
Yes.
He knows. He'll never forget.
Poor guy.
At least you
Not
guys
with us around, he won't.
got plenty. You guys got plenty of mashed potatoes, at least.
Hey, Sir No Dad.
God.
Some of you talked to children as a dog, and then a teenager as a dog, and then promptly creeped out the teenager.
Yeah, terrified them.
Some of you had sex for the night. Some of you
I don't know about that, but okay.
perhaps had sex tonight. At least a cuddle sesh.
I mean, I'm not going to put a label on it.
Ouch.
Rosalyn doesn't seem like the kind to kiss and tell, so she's too pure for that.
Full contact cuddling.
I hope you get paid for that. Anyways. And then eventually some of you, if not most of you, ended up at an inn for the night. So, we bring the cameras back in today to look at a lot of people sleeping in a room. And I would actually personally like to start today's session with a dream, actually.
Ooh.
So, Seviril. You, this evening, like a lot of evenings, have a dream about walking through what you've become to consider Eden's Grove. You're not exactly sure if this is what the afterlife would look like, but you've always sort of had this feeling of calm here in your dreams. It's not new to you. It's home, another home. And you always feel her embrace here. And, well, this evening, among most evenings, you can feel the flowers kind of cling to your hand as you trail them down, as you walk down a path. Glades sort of enter into focus and churn and waver at where you walk. It's always constantly moving, almost as if they're like roots in a growing motion, yet you're only a small aspect of it. And you hear her. Seviril.
Hello.
Hello.
How may I be of service?
Be wary of these people you will meet. They go against the laws of us.
So am I to understand? What would you have me do?
Try your best with them, but need not feel like you must hold yourself back if need be. Protect those
I
around you
understand.
as you always have. We mustn't let them fail.
Understood.
And you feel a warm breeze hit your face and wash over all of your body. And you feel loved. And in these moments of dreaming, sometimes we can remember things and sometimes we can't, but you've always known when you wake up you'll remember this. And you've spent many a days in this place, well, I should say nights, experiencing life. And you know in the morning, you'll have complete memory of this.
Oh boy.
And eventually, you wake up, just as most of your party members do, in an inn room, in a quiet little town called Wrightburg, who was started by a man named William Wright, because he's always right. So, we start this morning with you all one by one waking up. So, tell me how you're all feeling this morning one by one. We'll start with Gaius.
Gaius is feeling calm, rather nonchalant. This is where life has taken him, so this is where he will go, where he will be, and where he will go from here. And somewhere rippling beneath all of that calm is something else
Okay.
that he's keeping in check.
All right. Mobius, how do you wake up?
Well, if several will permit it to cut down on costs and get fewer rooms, I figured I would just share a room with him, and I'm in the form of a cat at the foot of his bed.
That's adorable. Several?
Oh my lord, so cute.
Of course he would allow this.
So you two shared a room. As you wake up in your cat form, what do you do?
Well, I'm gonna pretend I'm still sleeping because I can.
Because you're a cat.
All right.
No, I don't know, not very cat-like. You should be on top of Several's face.
That's true.
Making
Have you pushed anything
biscuits.
off the side table yet?
Just hitting stuff now.
All right. Well,
Yeah, if
then,
we're waking up early enough, I'm zooming.
if you're pretending to still be sleeping, then I guess I'll move the camera to Several. How do you wake up after that dream?
I wake up with a face full of cat ass.
No. I'm a little more polite than the average cat.
Okay. So okay. So waking, I was like, ah. Hello, Mobius.
Yeah, do the stretch, but I don't say anything in response. Or actually, I just 5 more minutes, as I'll say.
No, it is time to get up. It's time to get going.
And I just kind of crawl over towards like your shoulder and start purring and making biscuits on the bed to try and persuade you.
Y'all are menaces.
Mobius, we are here to do a job. We
Uh,
need to get move on.
Do cats sigh?
This
I
one
guess
does.
they do.
I know
yeah,
dogs
No,
do.
they glare.
They
No, they
do
don't
now.
sigh. They glare.
No, they do sigh. My roommate's cat all the time. He'll just, especially when he's like upset, like if you pick him up and he just sighs in defeat. So yeah, I do that, and then roll
Pick
off
you
the
up,
bed and
you-
stand back up as changeling.
There we are. Now, it is time to, and I believe we communicated about the group, what was described to us by that teenager, the oh gosh, DM Daddy. What was their name?
Caroline.
Caroline. Thank
Well,
Sweet Caroline.
technically Mobius
Bum,
got her
bum,
name from the
bum.
innkeeper.
you. Okay.
Her name was Caroline.
We more than likely conversed back and forth and letting them know about the what they described to us.
The dangers of drugs and how to avoid them.
Oh, if they say so.
Dare to not do drugs.
Yeah.
I dare to do as many drugs as possible.
She.
All at once, even.
No, don't do that. There's being brave and then there's being dumb.
I'm a brave boy.
Oh boy.
You coward! No. So, yes, we need to get everyone together. We need to get a move on. I know this is your show.
Yes. Do you
but-
think the innkeeper would let us use their kitchen? Just to heat up
In
some
my
tea.
experience, no. But you throw enough
Yeah.
gold at someone, they're bound to not care.
We'll start with compliments, and let's walk downstairs.
They might have
Ye-
been willing if not for
Oh
the
my God.
previous evening.
You see her just cleaning the bar top, just getting everything ready for the morning. She looks up at the cat.
No, I'm been changing form now.
Okay.
Uh,
Good morning, darling.
goodness, do you ever sleep?
Well, yeah, I slept when I was ready. I kind of
Wow.
slept like soon after you guys went to bed, actually.
Well, very, very efficient of you.
Good morning, Keni. I'm a
Would it-
barkeep. I got guests for the first time in like a while. I gotta look nice, you know?
If it would be all right with you, we'd like to use any stovetop you might have to prepare tea, and we'll prepare some for you as well.
Of
Your
course.
husband?
I've already sent my husband out actually for the day though.
Oh well.
He just thought it would be better if he wasn't around.
Oh.
Wow.
What have
Well,
you done?
We'll leave something extra for him then.
All right. He's just he's taking that little interaction like a little hard, so
That's
I-
understandable.
I'm giving him the
We
day to
don't
do
agree.
whatever
His
he
performance
wants.
was splendid.
Thank you. He wasn't really able to do much of it, but that's very sweet, Keni.
We sense the heart, and that's the important thing.
His music is his passion.
Yes, and that's what matters.
Just twist the knife.
I don't know whatever you're talking about.
Oh goodness.
Kitchen's yours. You just gotta make sure to clean up after yourself, Keni, which I am trusting you will.
Of course. Can I? Let's see. I didn't think this through. If I have any low level, dang, I didn't prepare that correctly. Well, I want to keep those prepared though. Okay. All right. Well, yeah, I'll go do that.
Okay. Alsark.
I would like to roll
Oh,
a.
sure.
Sorry. I
Go
was just
ahead.
hoping to roll a stealth check to see if Gaius can just sort of glide out of nowhere and startle them.
Sure, give me a stealth roll.
Thank you.
Yeah, glide enough.
That was a 2.
Yeah, the
but
innkeeper
became a-
lady can't tell. It's a 22 in total.
Right.
I want to
so,
roll a perception, but I feel like there's
Go
no
for it.
reason to do that except to be spiteful at this point. I got a 23 on my bonus, so I can't fail.
You literally cannot be surprised by Gaius from that roll. It's
I'm
impossible.
just hear him upstairs. I'm like, as you're surprising this lady, I'm just like, oh, Gaius is up.
Good morning.
Good morning, honey.
Did you sleep well?
So well.
I'm very glad to hear that.
I'm sure you are, sweetheart.
Hmm. Good morning,
Keni, I'm gonna go do some grocery shopping. Yeah.
But your tea isn't finished.
Oh, I'll get it when I get back, sweetheart. Thank you so much for
All
such
right, we'll keep it warm for you.
Thank you. She just kind of gives Gaius an over-the-shoulder look and then flees.
Not a very good innkeeper.
It's a small town.
Yeah, I come back to the bar with the tea, like, I guess we're the innkeeper now.
People have been doing that a lot.
Well, if we run into trouble, hopefully they do that as well.
Okay.
Alsark, how do you wake up?
I feel like I wake up with this sense of purpose. I'm on this mission. If I was someone else, I'd probably be kind of trepidatious, but I feel like Alsark feels like he knows what he's doing in this situation. He's seen these people before, but I also wake up thinking, surely there must have been the party members must have had something going on the other day. Surely they'll be acting normal this time. I know it in my heart. No one's gonna get mugged. It'll all be fine.
We'll be fine.
We're all good Edenites, right?
We're all in this together. Anyways. All right. You wake up with purpose. It seems very healthy.
It does.
That
Yeah, so I will make my way downstairs.
sounds good. And we'll move the camera just a little bit over to Rosalyn now, who is in a tree.
Yeah, in a tree.
Tell me how you wake up.
Sure. So, Roz is spending the night, and in a way she often does, is that she's perched in a tree. It's a comfortable way to sleep, but it's a little different this time because the way she's perched, she actually has like her wings. Normally they'd be tucked into her sides, but when she fell asleep that night, her wings were swept forward as she held on to someone else while she dozed. So she wakes up holding this little, well, smaller than her by a little bit at least. Little
They're
ball of
both
fluff.
short stacks in this case.
Yeah, they're
but
both pretty small. Yeah. So I mean, Roz is only 5 feet even anyway. So
I would definitely say with the morning dew, your friend Llewellyn, who you're holding on to, is pretty fluffed up just from sleeping. You can see all her down feathers and feathers poofed up just a little bit just to stay warm in the night.
yeah.
And as you begin to stir, so does she. And she just moves her head back and just looks at you.
I give her sort of a sheepish smile as the first light of dawn kind of streaking in down through the leaves and branches of the tree to illuminate her face. Yeah, and words fail. So Roz just kind of looks at her and smiles.
Has anyone ever told you that you light up just like the morning?
You're really good with words. You know that?
I don't know. I'm just saying what I feel.
Thanks.
You don't have to thank me.
I think you're pretty amazing too, to be honest. Could you? Well, if it's... would you accept something from me, as a, well, Could I give you something?
And she kind of moves and slowly making sure it's okay that she gets out of your embrace to like turn to you.
Mhm.
So she slowly moves and turns to you and, you know, is giving her full attention.
Mhm.
Of course. What's this? What's going on?
If you would accept it. And Roz will very quickly pluck one of her long wing feathers and offer it to Llewellyn.
Is this happening? Oh my goodness.
So yeah, I don't. You know what that means,
Yeah,
right?
I do. Would you
Okay.
like to tell the audience what that means, please?
No, you go. You do it.
If I remember correctly from the wiki, go read the wiki. That is a form of proposal.
It's a form of formalizing a relationship. Yeah.
Okay.
It's in effect like it's asking someone to date you.
Okay.
I was gonna say,
Pretty
that's
sure-
pretty
I'm pretty
fast
sure it's-
otherwise.
Pretty sure that's how it is. If it was an actual marriage proposal, I got to change that on the wiki because that's wrong.
I think it might have been it might have been when
Well,
you talked to me last time. You might have written
yeah.
it differently.
Yeah. Either way, as it stands currently, the intention is it's basically
Date me,
asking her
bitch.
out. Date me, bitch. So it's a long white feather with speckles on it.
And she kind of, her eyes get large. Whatever slits there were, they could become round little saucers when she sees them, as falcons have been known to do.
Mm-hmm.
And she kind of tilts her head back and forth, and then she turns from you, and she kind of has this little twitch for a moment, and she turns back with a feather in turn.
Then I exchange those feathers. And I
And-
now have one of my most prized new possessions that I'll be adding to my inventory.
She tucks your feather kind of into her hair. She braids it into hers.
Yeah, I'll
Kind
do
of
the same.
asking for some assistance, and she'll help
Oh yeah,
you.
no, we'll definitely braid each other's hair.
Mhm.
Retirement's gonna be so good for you.
I'm excited for it. I have something to
I-
retire for now. It's great.
That's true. You have a life to live.
Mm-hmm.
I like it. I'm only found a new girl and I'm only 2 days away from retirement.
Hey!
Everything's looking up for Rosalyn.
Mm-hmm.
This
That's
will
great.
end well.
So happy.
So good.
I'm so happy.
So good.
It's so good.
So, the two of you spend a quiet moment in the morning before you look up and you start to see harpies flying above, and you hear a sigh from Llewellyn. I think that's the call for the morning to head to the next place. I did ask them to stay the night, after all.
Of course. It's well, I'll find you soon, okay?
I'll see you back home.
Roz
Okay, but-
just blushes like crazy at that and will nod. Yeah, I'll see you back.
And she moves in close and gives you a sweet peck on the cheek. And then she kisses you a bunch.
I was gonna say Roz just fluffs up in response.
She has like the bend of her wings around your cheeks, and she is just
Mhm.
kissing all over your face before standing back. Hopefully that'll keep you until you get home.
Yeah, I'll find you soon.
I know you will. And she kind of stands up on this tree branch and moves her very angled wings out. She looks back at you, gives you a wink, and then flies off.
I just stay there on that limb for a while, watching as her silhouette against the sky becomes smaller and smaller. And then when she's no longer visible, Roz will take a deep breath and then stand up, stretch, and fly back into town.
Okay. We're going to move the camera back to Mobius. Making to tease.
Yes, and Kailena is fronting while we make tea and getting everyone together. I was thinking about I didn't have any lower summoning spells prepared. I was going to send out some animals, but if there are any like birds by the window and anything, actually, if there's any crickets, that would be great because crickets probably don't have a lot to do. They don't have like a family life and stuff like birds do.
Yeah, fuck insects, right?
Well, they're just sitting around hoping that someone won't kill them. So I'm like, hey, go that way and chirp. Tell these people to come this way, and I promise that you won't get eaten.
Okay. Yeah, the crickets. Can you actually make just a d20 roll for me?
Yeah. It's a 17.
A couple of the crickets listen to you, but unlike in most areas where you feel like they would listen to you normally, some of them just seem to regard you differently.
Okay. If there's any like squirrels or birds around, anyone that eats crickets, are gonna be like, hey, what's up with the crickets?
Okay, a squirrel will perch itself on like a tree limb near you. There are just some weird people.
And the crickets, they're bothering the crickets?
They're not bothering the crickets. The crickets are just friends with them.
Oh.
And crickets don't
Well, I
like
have some
people as
questions.
much anymore. Unless they're the people that they like.
Its tail
Hope.
twitches as it looks at you.
I will cast Goodberry and give it a berry.
Thank
Thanks.
you. You're a wonderful person.
I know.
What did you want? Just the crickets? I can wrangle them.
That's very fine. You can leave them alone. Some of them are busy. Actually, if you would leave them alone for the morning, that would be that berry should satisfy you for the evening.
It is
For the rest of the
delicious. Thank you.
Of course.
I'm gonna go now. They just scurry off.
Very polite squirrel to announce when they're going to leave. They usually just sprint off without saying anything.
You did feed them.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Food is money.
Food is good.
Food is good. Food is good.
Food is good.
Food is
I'm-
food.
By the way, I apologize for being that druid so much already.
You're fine. Do whatever in your heart your kind of druid is. Do
Well, all right,
druids.
Inside of you is 2 druids.
Fuck
then.
yes.
Three druids.
Yes. Very literal on that one too.
Yeah, right?
But do you still want some of the crickets to find people? What is?
I mean, yes, ideally. I don't know that will help. I realize that I don't know that people will know that the cricket being really fucking annoying by their window means come to the inn, but it might at least get them riled up and on their way to find me.
All right, and this is just for your party members.
Yeah, for the party
Okay.
members, for anyone who's not at the inn already.
So
Aren't we all at the inn?
yeah, everyone's at the
Rosalyn?
other
Yes.
than Rosalyn.
I'm not.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, so just to find Rosalyn then, I guess.
Okay, about 5 crickets hop away in a little line. They go marching 2 by 2.
Hurrah.
Hurrah!
Hurrah.
Hurrah.
And eventually, did Rosalyn end up going towards the town at all after her friends left?
Yeah. So yeah, after she stretched and got up and flew, she banked over and
Eventually,
flew back to town.
they try to cricket under Rosalyn's shadow, but since she keeps probably moving as she's landing, they just
Yeah,
keep hopping in like a circle, trying to get your
parade of
attention.
screaming crickets.
So yeah, I'll land in front of the inn because I figured that's where they'd be.
Mm-hmm.
And then you said I'm accosted by crickets.
Yes.
I'd like to
I can't make cricket noise. I'm sorry.
Nah, it's fine. I probably wouldn't outright kill them. So I'll just kind of like flap my wings relatively hard to sort of blow them away. Just kind of blow them into like a shrub or something nearby.
Mobius hears their screams.
Oh,
Wow.
dear.
You really shouldn't be out in the direct sun, guys. You're gonna dry out. Here. Floof, 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 floof.
Aw.
Try to push them into a shrub.
They stay there
Forever.
and ever. Amen.
Mhm.
Walk into the inn.
Well, they weren't eaten. I guess I fulfilled my promise.
It's easy to fulfill your promise when you don't give a shit.
Gotta lower that bar.
So I anticipate. I know that Gaius is downstairs already. Has Alsark and Seviril made their way
Yes.
down yet?
Not just yet. Well, probably, but in the room he would have had the sword out and cast Greater Magic Weapon on it because it lasts for an hour per level. So just to do that.
Well, but
Yeah.
what if we get attacked way late at night?
What if we get attacked in like 20 hours from now? What then?
Then we wouldn't get a full rest, and
Hmm.
that would be even worse
Fair
than
point.
Greater Magic Weapon getting.
That's interesting.
Be
That-
running
I was
out.
thinking exactly something along those lines as well.
So yeah. So I walk into the building.
Then you would see Gaius standing there with his arms sort of crossed within the long sleeves of his robes, just sort of vacantly staring off into space, standing completely stock still.
Good morning, guy.
Oh, good morning, Rosalyn. Did you have a nice evening?
Yeah, it was actually really nice. Yeah, I learned a bit, maybe about some of the things going on, but mostly it was a really nice night to kind of get away from work. Anyway,
Hmm.
yeah, how did you sleep?
Fine, as well as I always do.
Ah, that's great to hear.
I had nice dreams.
I saw some crickets acting kind of oddly outside, and I don't know if that's something that maybe Maleferans did.
Hi, that was us.
Oh, okay, all right. That.
We have tea for you.
Oh, I love tea. Yes.
Yeah, they were there. They were just sent as messengers to get your attention. It sounds like they succeeded.
Yes, they definitely succeeded. Yep.
And none of them were eaten.
I didn't eat any of them.
Okay.
To my knowledge, none of them flew in my mouth or anything, and I wouldn't really just like eat a cricket. So
Well, we
They're
weren't
safe
just
from me.
referring to you, but okay, we'll take
Okay.
it.
sure, yeah. I mean,
You-
there were some like other small animals out there, like a squirrel, but I mean,
Mm-hmm.
I didn't see it eating
He
crickets.
was really nice.
Of course. Yes. Yeah. Hey, tea.
Yes.
Hmm.
In fact, I think
Walk over,
for
grab
Rosalyn,
tea
I make
mug.
like I mixed my another one of the good berries into the tea.
Hmm.
Oh, was that cup there for me?
Yes,
Oh, thank you.
we were very meticulous on yours, so please let us know how you like it.
Gaius will go over to it, take a sip. It's awful. Another long sip.
Thank you.
Another long
I
sip.
think.
Hmm.
Well, it's a blend from very far east, so perhaps that's why it's not to your taste.
I didn't say that.
Gaius, why would you keep drinking it if it did not agree with you?
That's
As-
just how
as
Guy
Seviril
is
comes
sometimes.
down
It's
the stairs.
okay. It's okay. It's just Guy.
I like that you
Oh.
understand me, Rosalyn.
I have a question that Beardy might know the answer to.
Uh
Would Magic Fang help a monk?
oh. Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
Then I'm also going to hand a little.
Pretty sure.
All right. I'm going to hand a little porcelain jug to Gaius and say, "This was for later if we encounter any sort of danger."
What is it?
Well, it
Yes.
would reinforce your fists with Eden's might.
Ah. Thank you.
Of course.
Gaius will tuck it into the sleeve of his robe. I've never felt Eden's might before.
Well, it's quite potent.
Mm-hmm. I mean, it helps me often when I need it.
And
Also, we beg to differ on that. You've certainly felt it in any sort of rainstorm or animal attack. Or...
They're taking it a little bit more literally.
Gentle whisper of the breeze.
Just remember, every time a bear has attacked you, it's because of Eden.
Yeah.
Exactly.
You know
and that's
what?
what's channeled into that tea.
Mhm. That is bear attack grade tea right there.
Thank you, Eden.
Only just bearable then.
Made of only the finest bear attacks.
So when will we... We'll try that one again, only in English this time. So when will we be seeking out the Melliferains?
Turns to Mobius.
Promptly. In fact, we've already begun our investigation this morning. It seems that the insects are behaving strangely.
See.
We think that
Except for the
perhaps they
crickets
might...
you sent me.
Those 5 were... well, we're not sure if you don't consider that strangely, but they were more amicable. But the others were quite standoffish, frankly.
Standoffish crickets.
Yes, more than usual.
Okay.
Usually crickets are very chatty.
Okay. Yeah.
Nope. I'm not going to.
Yeah. I mean,
I'm going to be good.
I've not really talked to a lot of crickets, but
Mhm.
yeah. I mean,
Well, there's quite a few around. There's plenty to talk to.
is there?
Just about anywhere.
Huh. I mean, I mostly like
so
I'll
small.
I'll talk to like birds because they tend to see more things and they cover kind of a wider area, so usually they're kind of the go-to information sources. But
Yes, but
cri-
they have
it's a cricket.
they've got families to take care of often, and
Sure.
they've got very strict routines. We try not
Yeah.
to interfere with that.
Well, that's nice. I mean, a short conversation never hurts too much. But I guess if
That's
you're gonna
true.
send them off on like a thing,
Correct.
okay.
Is Alsark in yet?
I am. I've been here.
You have been here.
Have you ever been here before? Yes. Anyways.
Well, as we were saying from the previous night, we did get some information from Carolyn, I believe her name was. Slight directions, more like small landmarks, but at least it's more than just walking into the forest.
Sounds great. Oh, when are we heading out?
If we
Promptly,
can,
I believe.
right now, if we're all ready.
Okay.
And the plan is to try and speak with them first, right?
That is the
Of
plan.
course.
That is what
Hopefully-
Avon told me, I believe.
We intend to speak with them before any sort of conflict arises. After all, we don't even know exactly what's happening.
It's
That
true.
makes sense.
We don't know the reason for the increase in attacks. We don't know any of the plight of these people. So we have to keep an open mind. Is what I think. That being said, obviously we have to be cautious. Are we ready?
We'll shift
Keni?
back into Keni, yeah.
All
Yes.
right, I'm back from the
Once everyone's had their
grocers.
tea.
Does anyone need some vegetables for the... Oh, there's, I remember some of you from late last night. Hello, everyone. Good morning. I'm just gonna put my stuff back over here.
Hello.
Give a slight bow.
Good morning.
Good morning
Good morning.
again.
You're
How are you-
kind of
How are you
pretty.
this fine morning?
Just looks at Alsark. You're kind of
Thank you.
pretty. You got a nice wife and something at home?
That I do.
Good, good. Nice pretty boys like you need wives.
You know, I'm gonna be honest. I was hoping the conversation was gonna be, "I'm married," and then she's gonna go, "Me too."
Oh no. And
She's very happily married, thank you very much. She cares about her husband dearly.
loosening the
I did
ring.
notice that.
Are you all getting ready to go home?
Just about to leave.
Yes.
Yes.
We're about to head into the woods. Thank you so much for your hospitality.
Just be careful, kids, okay?
Yes, that's the intention. Here's your tea.
Oh, thank you, sweetheart. And she kind of stares at you. Can you do that bird thing again?
Aww.
You might want to conserve our power today, but all right. You turn back into the turkey vulture.
You're just so damn cute like that. I love it. And she's just sipping her tea happily. Oh, this is fucking good.
Dunk my head in my own tea.
Ah! God, I love these beds.
Aww.
That's exactly what one of those birds would do.
Nothing bad ever happens to turkey vultures.
Nothing bad ever happens to the Church of Altos.
Seviril will politely stand up.
Start flying away. Thank you.
Oh, all right.
Thank you again.
Safe travels, kids. Make good
thought you were-
choices.
thought you were talking
Tell
about
Bill we
several.
said hi, or that he'll tell Bill we said goodbye.
Will do.
Say hi to Miracle Max for us.
Farewell.
And as the party departs and starts walking towards the forest, you all see a fox pad out of the tree lining and sit down and stare at you all. Now, at least Mobius and Seviril will recognize this fox. You know that Avon from time to time sends out a friend of theirs on missions when they cannot accompany people. And they did tell you that they had someone waiting for you when you all got to Wrightburg.
And what was their name?
Avon never really says they have a name, but just the fox is who the
Okay.
fox is.
I got.
They
Hello,
answer to
friend.
like anything pretty much.
Are these all context clues to tell me that I shouldn't shoot and eat the fox?
Yes.
Jesus. I mean, I guess you can, but like I feel like
mean-
that's going to be a little bit of a rough relationship after that.
Little bit. Not with the fox.
Dear Lord, it's
Hello,
done
friend.
nothing.
How are you? I see.
I'm gonna ask. I can speak with animals. Look at that.
I love
As-
that.
Is he saying that to me?
Well, Several asked how he was
That's
doing,
fine.
and he's just
Yeah.
answering.
I know.
Oh, well.
But
Have you been safe? Yeah, as one could be. I take it you have
I feel
some
like you've been waiting to do this.
information for us.
I have since last session. And they just turn. They whisk their tail behind them. And they
Love that.
kind of look like they jolt their head forward into the forest. You get the sense
They got something.
they're here to guide you.
I will
Lead on,
ask.
friend.
Are you here to guide us?
Yeah.
Yeah, there we go.
You telling me we spent 4 hours getting clues?
You literally
Damn
just had to
fox
go to
better-
the fucking forest.
Well,
Well,
on the
okay.
plus side, you made friends with an old woman and
But
got
I-
mashed potato and got to delight children with being a talking dog and got to get laid. So
And I knew we didn't need to do any of that stuff. Again, we also at least we stalled for a reason.
It was
It's a good
You know,
time.
one more night of murders isn't so bad,
it's
right?
not so bad.
I mean, no one disappeared last night, right? I didn't check.
You didn't really
we'll find out
check.
today. We'll find out. I mean, hopefully we'll be there
Yeah.
and get there in time.
I mean, maybe Granny, but from natural causes.
Yeah, but
Right.
like,
Yeah.
I mean,
No,
people
they-
die every day.
Isn't that right, Petravian, in the 400 years future?
Thank you. That
That was a deep cut. That was for
That was
the real
deep
loyal.
cut.
That was for the loyal viewers right there.
Yeah, holy shit.
Ah.
Brutal.
We love you, Skrewy.
We learned a lot of things last season.
Did you?
No.
No.
Well, just bless
No.
your soul.
So we follow this fox.
Yeah, the fox is just trotting along. It looks back to make sure you're all following from time to time. You are welcome to discuss any plans currently.
So the first thing that Ross is going to do is she casts a spell on herself, Long Strider, and
Nice.
you ever seen like a Roadrunner as it runs?
Yes, the Looney
that.
Tunes
Meep, meep.
cartoon. Oh,
Yeah, super fast, like a real one too.
I like a real one
just-
too. Yeah.
Yeah. But the way that their legs just like kick super fast. That's how Ross is walking now.
Like a
Cool,
sandpiper.
like an ostrich.
Like
Yeah,
Naruto.
Yeah, it's like super. Yeah, wings pointed out behind me.
Like a supermodel.
Super quick run now.
Okay. Does anyone else want to prepare anything as you're walking through these woods with a fox?
I do, but it lasts for 2.5 hours, and I don't know how. Well. Yeah,
So I'm
I'll
trying to
wait.
think, if we have stuff cast on ourselves, is that detectable? Like, is that going to, like... If
I don't think
cast,
you
like,
would signal anyone.
I mean,
Okay.
yeah, detect magic's not a super long range spell, and unless they have some kind of other scrying, I think we're probably
Okay.
safe.
It's not like if I do, like, magic fangs, like, my fists are glowing, they're like, wow, you look like you're fucking ready to fight.
I guess it might depend on
Okay.
the spell. I feel like bark skin is probably visible.
Yes.
It's
Well, I
yeah.
could just say I'm a dryad. How are they gonna know? I could just turn back as a changeling.
Yeah.
At some point, Gaius will ask Keni at what point he should drink the potion, because I'm asking out of character. At what point? How long does it last?
Well, it
and at what
lasts
point should
13
I drink
hours,
it, Grem?
so
Okay.
whenever you feel that would be appropriate. And to that regard, I'm going to actually cast Greater Magic Fang on myself.
Yeah. So I'd say any of our 13-hour buffs, now's the time.
Would you like us to warm it up?
Pardon
Yeah, I
me?
guess.
What's tea?
Oh, you're talking to... Sorry.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, you.
No,
tea.
that's all right. And Gaius will just guzzle it down in one gulp.
Guzzle.
I don't think I have that buff.
Which one?
So-
It was...
Greater magic
yeah.
fang.
I don't
Can
know how to
you-
give it to you.
I got
You-
it. I got it.
Okay. Thank you, Beardy.
Thank you,
worries.
Beardy. And thank you, Grem.
Yes, of course.
Ah, this tea tastes delightful. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Was it standard or greater?
Greater.
Oh, and Alsark will also use Long Strider on themselves.
If you could toss the buff on me in my thing of the list as
Yep.
well, because I'm
I'll get
doing
you.
it.
Yep.
All right. Any last minute preparations you would like to do as you walk through this forest?
Oh dear.
Yeah, I'm gonna cast that. It's gonna be called, where is it? Ward of the Faithful. I'm trying to find where it was. Shoot, there it is. I'm gonna cast this, and it's a buff for everyone. I'm not. It's. You can click it on. I don't know if you can add it to your thing, but it's +3 to shoot. What's the? Gosh darn it! Open the stupid thing. There you go. +3 to your, what do you call it, to AC.
To your, what do you call it? Yeah.
And spell resistance +3, and +3 to your AC deflection.
Nice.
Thank you. Beardy, when you have a moment for that one too.
I had to build that one myself, so I'm hoping it's right.
For which one?
Ward of the
Ward of the-
Faithful.
Okay.
Anyways.
And I have one other thing, but I'm gonna drink one of my potions. I've made some potions for all the different stat buff spells, so I'm gonna drink a potion of Eagle Splendor.
Okay.
Nice.
As you all prepare for the worst in these people, you are led by the fox farther and farther into this vast and ancient forest. Well, old forest, I suppose, at this point. Maybe 400 years from now it might be considered ancient. Who knows? And eventually, as you are walking, you, well, actually, can I get a perception check from all of you?
Certainly.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Absolutely.
Yeah, love to do that.
You're like, yeah,
I-
math rocks.
Oh, wait.
Woo!
I think
29.
That is a 25 from Gaius.
Mm-hmm.
22 from
20
Alsark.
26 from Seviril.
All right, I am just waiting on.
There we are.
There we are. So
32.
Oh, rolls. Wow.
everyone mostly hears this. There's starting to be the sound of buzzing in the air. Now, Mobius, you distinctly know this is the buzzing of insects. 100%. No doubt in your mind. You know insects. That's what they sound like, and it's a lot of them. Probably more than you've ever felt in an area, so much so that you can almost feel your skin crawling.
Okay. Well, I mean, insects are insects. That's to be expected a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
In fact, can I see them? Or do I just hear them?
You see some here and there, and they're kind of bobbing as they fly, a lot of them. And they're all moving towards a central location that your fox friend is currently leading you.
A potentially irritating question. Are they saying anything?
Yeah. It's
What are
time.
they saying?
It's time.
I'm just gonna wave to some passing insects and be like, "Hello there.
They ignore you.
What is it time for?"
It's time. It's time.
All right.
It's time. It's time. It's time. It's time. It's time. It's time.
Slightly concerning, but it's not unusual for insects to be single-minded.
What are they? What are they saying?
It's time.
Time for what?
They wouldn't answer me. That's-
It's time.
Hmm.
And as you get closer and closer to whatever this fox is leading you to, all of you start to hear that buzzing, and it's so loud it can be felt, kind of like when a drummer is at a live performance. You can feel that drum sound in your chest almost. It's physical in a way. There's so much of it here. And as you get closer and closer, I would like to ask, are you just walking into wherever these things are going?
I mean, I'm going to be looking around.
Okay.
And, see if there's any landmarks or anything, what they're heading towards. I'm not just going to walk straight into a pit.
It's more like you can see them coming up on a clearing.
I feel like I would put a hand up and say, maybe we should do a bit quiet, see what we can see first.
Perhaps? Are you concerned? We are well, that's fair. Scouting is no harm, as long as we don't intend to ambush anyone.
No, of course not.
I can scout ahead. Wiggles
might be-
wings.
Does it seem like a clearing of like trees as well?
A little bit. Mostly it's less dense, but there's still plenty of overhead trees, just less on the ground area covered.
We're not concerned about your ability to move quickly, Rosalyn, but what about your ability to not be seen? It's more concern.
I could help with that.
Nah, not so good at that.
Rosalyn,
Alsark or
come here.
ourselves could be ideal for this. We could become something a little less conspicuous in the woods.
Can you
Either I
turn
can
yourself
cast
in?
invisibility on them, or you can be a bee. Which do you prefer?
A bee would likely be extremely conspicuous in this circumstances. We were thinking a squirrel.
Well, I can aid in invisibility, but if you want to be a squirrel,
Well, an invisible squirrel would be very conspicuous if discovered.
yes, it would. This is
I
your
could
show.
climb
Turn
a
to
tree.
Alsark. How are you? Are you able to? This was your proposition. Would you be good for scouting?
Well, I should be pretty. I should be unseen, but that being said, a squirrel is quite able to be missed. So this
Then
is
we'll
this
take
is
a
your
look
trial.
and return with whatever information we find.
Also,
And
call not.
I'll shape again, turn to a squirrel. I'm burning through these faster than I was expecting.
I'm a squirrel.
I think that I have this tendency, even in this sort of circumstance, to have my own little signature marks on it, though. So I've got these little swirls of white fur on my head that almost look like painted patterns.
Okay. So, as Squirrel Mobius,
Scorpius.
how would
Scobius.
you describe a squirrel movement? Bounding? I feel bounding might make
Yeah,
sense.
bounding would definitely.
Bounds forward. The fox will actually join you in suit, just kind of looking back at the party in acknowledgement of what's happening, and then just kind of walking alongside as a fox does. And
Ask my fox friend as we're getting closer. So, do you know anything about this? Have you been here yet?
Yes, what does the fox say?
All right.
would
we're
you
done with
like some
D&D, everybody?
damage?
We did it.
Not
We're out.
particularly.
That one is terrible.
Cut the feed.
Mm.
Cut the feed.
Cut the
I
feed.
mean, it was that or make a joke about what
That-
news the fox brings. So,
Okay, you get 20 damage.
oh, seriously, Kenny?
Yes.
Wow.
It was terrible.
Oh man, that pun
I'm
damage.
sorry, mate.
It used to be in the 70s once upon a time.
That's true. That's for our
I
level,
can
it's not
confirm
too
that.
Gosh.
I can say
Gosh.
yes, it was.
Bringing it back, baby.
Harsh, but worth it.
Pun damage, bringing it back.
Meme damage is worse, in my opinion.
Can heal you if you really need it.
Yeah, I can I
fine.
can burn a low level spell and get that back if you need.
I'm good.
It's only 20 HP. All right.
I'm good.
So,
So, yeah, I guess I'll trip on something and hurt myself.
ring a ding
Ow.
ding ding. So the fox looks over at you and it looks back up. We've been here before. It's
You and us?
No, me. Sorry.
Oh, of course. You would need to apologize. We, of all people, would be understanding.
Yeah. We've been here. I was scouting for all of you.
And what do you know?
A bunch of weird people in masks, and they've been bringing people here.
Did they bring anyone here last night?
No, not last night. Last week.
It's a little squirrel sigh of relief. And when we get closer, what do I see?
All right. In the center of the clearing, there is a large stone altar adorned with strange symbols and engravings. Surrounding the altar are the Mellifern cultists. They're in garbs of long robes and cloth, very draped and very
Just culty as shit.
well. I wasn't thinking more.
Have you ever seen a cult?
They're not exactly capes. I think of them more as like dresses or
Cloaks?
not exactly
like a cult.
togas or anything. It's just
Yeah.
Like a cult.
Like a cult.
Yeah, we got it.
We got cults. Sorry.
some of them have armor on.
Okay.
Okay.
Are they masked?
Okay.
They're all masked, and there's
It's
one
culty as shit.
in the center who is currently standing over a body. There is blood dripping from a very interesting looking dagger, and they're holding it into some sort of hexagonal golden thing. And you see this blood enter this hexagon, and it starts to turn gold as it slowly drips inside. And the person doing this at the center over the dead body, oops, did I not do that right?
It's working.
It's working?
On, right?
Okay.
Yeah.
Did I do it wrong, though?
Yeah, you did. If you click on the image,
Okay.
it should open up in its own window, and then just at the top,
I'm
click
sorry.
show players.
There we go.
You're fine. You're fine. You got it. That's it.
And she looks like this. There's long, flowing red hair. She's wearing a mask with some sort of antenna at the top of it.
So pretty, but
her-
disgusting.
Her hair isn't exactly like well combed, but it still has this almost like wind blown look to it. It's pretty, but obviously not the most important thing to whoever this woman is. She's adorned in this black and yellow dress as she, well, appears to be looking down at the object she's holding. It's a little hard to tell because, well...
I'm a squirrel.
What?
Because I'm a squirrel?
I was just going to say that rather it was just hard to tell because her face is obscured with a mask, but because you're a squirrel works too.
It's true. Squirrels just can't understand that kind of shit.
No.
It's not part of their
Masks in your
lifestyle.
face. Yeah.
So she appears very intent on filling this object with blood that's turning this golden honey color. And give me a religion check, please.
You got it.
They said the word.
One of my actual skills.
You're
it's
not
one of
here,
mine.
Rosalind.
Oh, okay.
Oh, you're gonna love that. That's a 5 total.
Delicious.
God.
That's a 10 from
You're not
Gaius.
there!
Off a
You're not
3.
there.
Oh, sorry. I thought we'd all entered. My bad.
I thought we were just scoping with the squirrel and fox. Am I incorrect, party?
True. Yep, I'm staying back.
Okay.
My bad.
Mm-hmm.
My mistake.
So, you have no fucking idea what this thing is. You don't know what's happening. It looks pretty fucked, though. Blood.
Yeah.
Someone just
It does
fucking
look pretty
died. Definitely someone
Yeah, I mean,
died.
I got what I need. So we'll, I mean, I was waiting for you to finish the description, but as soon as, like, upon seeing all of that,
Mhm.
immediately gonna turn around, scamper back to the group,
Sounds good.
Skitter.
and without unassuming squirrel form, explain everything. Come back. We need to be quick. They are making sacrifices, perhaps right now. We don't know if they're going to continue. We're intending to speak with them. As far as how dangerous it is, we didn't gather much more information in that regard. It looks very dangerous between the insects surrounding and the individuals with knives. But we avowed to speak first, so we will speak first.
Right. I look at several. You ready? To the rest of the party.
And I will go back into a changeling form. Yes.
The fox is just patiently waiting by the clearing. He didn't want to be too suspicious with 2 animals leaving suddenly.
I mean, I think it's not totally unrealistic for a squirrel to be like, oh shit, people.
Yeah. So.
And we will rush in, I believe.
As we do, Gaius will...
Before we
beg
do
your pardon.
rush in. Oh, sorry.
Okay, what's up?
No, Gaius will just move a little bit closer to Rosalyn.
Okay.
Protectively. But that was it.
I would like to use my Staff of Journeys to cast Detect Snares and Pits.
Okay.
And just make sure there's no traps that we're walking right into.
There are currently no traps.
All right. Hopefully I didn't waste that.
Question. Did the fox return? Fox return to us, right?
Nope. It stayed at
No,
the
no.
clearing.
We're going to it. Why?
Okay. Because I have a spell called Harvest Knowledge, and I could have grabbed all the all his memories and been able
Or
to.
you could just be polite and ask, or we could
Seriously,
ask for
that's
you.
a
Or you
huge
could eat
consent
the
issue.
fox and receive its knowledge.
Eat
through
the
Yeah,
it.
if you eat its brain.
Absorb it.
And yet,
It's
my character
just
is the
a
creepy
name.
one.
It's a
Yeah.
it just
Is
it
it
allows
polite?
me to.
Are you sure?
If I ask, hey, can I go through your memories, and they say me, I think that's fine.
Okay, but what
You
is
need
that
a clear
answer,
yes
though?
or no? Oh my god.
Oh my god.
I'm horrified. This is not
Okay.
good.
Just me as an answer. Okay. Good to know. Good
So-
to know.
Just in case you're curious about these kinds of spells, Skrewy,
Uh,
if it offers a will save, if it doesn't say in parenthetically harmless after that, then typically it's not a nice spell. This one doesn't have that.
Oh,
I mean, look,
so
I'm
if
sure
they ask if you ask nicely, even if they're like, yeah, sure, go ahead, it's still gonna hurt like hell.
I mean,
You're still ripping their thoughts
You're
out of their head.
yeah, you're still harvesting
Oh.
their mind
Oh,
in a way. I mean, look,
oh,
I'm
What's
not
the
gonna.
alignment of the spell?
I don't think it had an alignment, but I'll double check here. It's there. Yeah, there's. It's
I'm
not,
looking
there's
up
no
at you,
alignment.
Alsark.
So it doesn't like
Yeah, it's divination, mind affecting.
it
well, they
doesn't
get a will
remove their
save.
thoughts, right?
I don't believe so, but I haven't read the whole
Yeah, so
block yet.
you're just
As long as they
sharing.
consent to it.
Sharing is caring.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can you tell that the fox consents if it goes?
Well, no, that's the thing. That exactly. You need a clear yes or no in an
Yeah, you gotta
understandable
follow
tongue.
the
Harkness.
Harkness rules.
Which
that
is
what they're
for
called?
something. Yes, but that's for different interaction.
I mean,
It
it's-
applies.
It
still
applies.
applies.
It
Yeah.
applies here.
It's really simple when you don't give a shit.
Oh my god.
Oh wow!
Wow.
Ooh,
Okay.
I think
It's
me
a
and Foaly.
fucking, it's a fucking fox. Fight me on this.
Let's keep it moving.
Harvest
Oh,
its
no.
brain.
Sorry, headphone users.
Oh,
So we all
have
walk
fun
into the
here,
clearing.
folks.
Oh boy.
Anyways, so you all enter, well, an offshoot of the clearing in the very least. You see trees all around you as you have for most of this journey. And ahead of you, you see, well, cultists?
Can I have prepared some additional shorter duration spells?
Did you not prepare in the morning?
Sorry, prepare is the wrong. Can I cast a number of shorter duration spells? Because we cast all of our 13-hour spells.
Mm-hmm. They
A
will
while
notice
ago.
you from this distance.
Yeah, but before we approach the clearing.
Yes.
Okay. Just gonna cast a few things before we enter this space. Let's see. I'm gonna throw Shield of Faith on myself. Throw Mighty Strength upon myself. I'm gonna cast Bless on the entire party. And
Thank you.
I'll cast Divine Favor on myself. And I believe who wants? Does anyone not have an enhancement bonus to Strength that would like it?
No, wait.
I can have one really easily. I've got
Okay.
potions for it.
Gotcha,
So,
because
no.
I can throw a bull strength and a cat's grace out. So who wants dex? Who wants strength?
Okay, I do
What?
have strength from an item, so
Okay. Does anyone not have strength from an item that would like strength from an item?
Does that carry over into
I-
wild shape?
Yes.
Then I might as well. If no
Okay,
one else,
so-
unless anyone else wants it.
I have strength from all of my gear. So
Yeah.
I-
More than
Oh, yeah.
4 or 4? 4. Or should I say, is it 4 or more?
yes.
Okay, then it won't help you. So I'll
Okay.
throw that on. I'll throw a bull strength on Mobius,
Eee.
and then I'll throw a cat's grace dex bonus. Anybody want it? Plus
And
4
those are
dexterity.
about 13 minutes?
Yeah. All this are minute per level.
Understood.
Okay,
I'm in the
No,
same
we are
boat as
good.
before, where I can take it, but I don't need it.
that's fine. Yeah, I'll throw it on Mobius then. That's fine.
Damn,
Okay.
I got all the buffs.
All right.
It's a buff boy
And
right
And
there.
that's all. I'll keep the rest in reserve.
Okay.
and Several. Did you harvest this fox's brain puppies?
Oh my.
So I will
Anyways.
kneel down to the. I'll kneel down to the fox and ask.
Do you mind if I enter your mind to look at the memories from all this, so I
It's-
know what we're
Its
entering
ears
into?
go back and it starts to kind of hunch its shoulders.
That sounds very unpleasant.
Doesn't it though?
Oh, no, friend, you. Several. Ask any questions and we'll relay them. But quickly, we do need to stop a murder that may have just happened, in which case, slightly less time urgent, a little more tragic.
Mm-hmm.
It's okay, friend. We will move along.
The fox looked like it was ready to back up, but then its fur starts to flatten. Its tail was getting quite bushy, though.
Yeah,
You have a little
It's-
pet in his head.
of course he's. Several is not a monster.
I would never.
Don't know why I
hurt
find that so
anyone that's-
fucking funny.
It's so fun to do.
So unless anything else happens, I think Several and Alsark are going toe and toe
Yes.
forward.
All right.
Yes.
Set yourselves up how you would like to enter this area.
Right here, I think. Like right there. All
Okay.
good.
I'd say where he is the farthest you should go.
Yeah. So we're like right next to each other.
All right. As you almost enter this clearing, you see most of these people are standing around. Their attention is directed towards the center, the woman at the center with the mask. Though they all are wearing masks, nothing really seems special about them as you all kind of look around. They're just wooden masks. Nothing special.
They all appear to be on point.
Mm-hmm. And so we see this altar, and we see the body on the altar.
Oh, yeah. And
Okay.
she's still standing there, dripping blood into this weird hexagon. Anyone else who wants to do a religion check is welcome to at this point.
I would love to.
I do.
Yeah.
I would absolutely love to.
Fuck me.
Oh, now it's religion,
Wow.
Beardy. Now that it's
Rolled
convenient.
like absolute trash, but I can still get an 18.
All
Oh.
right.
33.
Yeah, it's only
Right.
Sev as far as I know for this one.
12.
So you're looking at this hexagon, and you're pretty sure, gut feeling, this is definitely some sort of item that Mellifera has given to this woman. You also know that this gold honey color that's the blood is getting turned into inside of it is almost like probably going to pronounce this word wrong, an ichor at this point. Ichor?
That's correct.
Like
Yeah, that's right.
Okay.
Iker, yeah, you're good.
And
Oh.
whatever this thing
Tomatoes.
is, and you look at it and you realize it's a pendant of sorts. It's some sort of necklace. It's magical, that's for sure, but you're not exactly sure what it can do yet.
powered by blood sacrifice.
Hooray!
That's always good.
It's the best kind of weapon.
We should join them.
Seviril can
And-
use
I say
this
out of
knowledge.
character.
Yeah. Yes, very, very quietly.
And you see this masked woman at the altar slowly turn her head upward towards all of you. She's still holding her hands very still, dripping this blood into this item. But she regards you all. Hello there.
Hello.
Hi.
Greetings.
How may we be of help to you?
We were about to ask the same question.
I don't understand. Are you not
Well-
seeking freedom?
Perhaps, but that wasn't why we were here.
She's
What sort of freedom do you offer?
the freedom of the shackles that every day has brought to so many people.
Interesting.
And her voice tonally, it sounds like she's smiling when she's speaking to you. She's not particularly worried. She seems confident.
Does everyone else seem confident? All the
They
other.
seem a little more on edge. They're watching you. But
okay. If they're
they-
on edge, I won't approach just yet.
they don't seem to show any instance of trying to attack you at this current moment.
Okay, take it back. I'll slowly approach.
As you do that, hearing that tone and feeling the disconnect between the tone and the blood, I would like to do a sense motive, please.
Sure. What exactly are you trying to get from this, other than just like...
Well, what they mean, some hint maybe of what they mean of freedom. Oh my god, I'm rolling like crap. That's a 22.
To that person, what they're saying they believe.
So no sort of.
They're not trying to manipulate you.
Yeah, it's not is it not a freedom of the flesh sort of situation?
No.
Okay.
What is your pleasure?
Sex.
Oh, it's that kind of cult meeting.
What?
Sex cult. Sex cult.
Is
No,
there
I guess what
any
this guy's into, whatever.
Welcome to
is there
camp.
any written glyphs on any of the things that I can see from here?
There's definitely glyphs on the altar. A lot of them have been filled with blood at this point. So you can see
I-
shapes. Sure.
Can I use? I'm gonna use my cantrip Read Magic to see if would that be applicable here to see what these things
Sure.
might do?
So these seem to be almost homemade runes. From what you can gather, they are definitely holy in some sense, but nothing you've ever seen before. This is different. It's primal.
Oh.
When I step forward,
Okay.
I'd like to say we are Kaidane.
Hello, Kaidane.
We are a member of the Druid Circles of Eden, and we are here to speak with you. What is your name?
Well, everyone calls me the Beacon, though I don't believe that's exactly quite the title I prefer.
What would you like to be called?
The name I was given at birth was Honesty, but it seemed a bit cliche, so I just go by On.
Very well, Han. It is a pleasure to meet you.
It's a pleasure to meet you too. We don't see anyone like you ever.
We get that a lot.
There's nothing wrong with you, though.
No, we didn't take the insinuation as such.
Good. We would never want you to feel that way.
Hey, Mo, ask them about the dead guy.
We were just about to.
Just
So,
casual as fuck.
yeah. We didn't want to lead with it, but we're want to inquire who the individual in the altar is.
Oh, this was a volunteer.
A volunteer.
Yes, they're of the hive.
For what reason did they volunteer their flesh?
Well, we're trying to bring back her. And she needs as much energy as possible. So, some of us have volunteered.
Surely there are other sources of energy. In fact,
Well,
we could provide a solution.
this is the fastest. This is the most effective I found.
Perhaps that you have found. But the very forest around you, the very world, is an endless wellspring of energy for which you could draw. Need you only ask.
You can see right under her mask where it ends. It looks like her jaw sets after you say that. Like she's gritting her teeth underneath. I don't think they have any right in that instance to help us. They abandon us. We do not need them.
Abandon you. You reside in the forest right now. The sucker it provides you with the wind that blows on your chest, the
We need not the wind.
insects that come to your call.
They are under her domain.
Perhaps.
Not yours.
Oh dear.
It is not a mutually exclusive thing.
It can be. It will be. It is.
Whatever will be, Eden planted the first seeds. Your world springs forth from her.
She takes a deep breath. And you can see the other members are getting more on edge as you talk.
We don't wish to disturb you, though. We wish to come to an agreement. And it is clear that perhaps our compatriots, if not the natural world in general, has not provided you aid. What is causing you this harm, that you feel so betrayed, so wounded?
Those who prey upon the weak. Those of your calling.
All prey is weak, unfortunately.
What gives the wolf the right to rule over the rabbit?
The wolf does not rule over the rabbit.
You should tell that to the wolf.
I have. The wolf, just the same as the rabbit, one day becomes one with the earth. Both become mercy at the fungi, at the trees, which then become at mercy of the rabbit.
Food chain, bitch.
May I ask out of character?
No, that was in character. Roz is just that stupid.
Okay. No, I just wanted to check.
Just trying my best to keep face.
Food chain bitch.
Perhaps she planted the first seed, but we are the ones who inhabit. We are the ones who thrive. We help all of this survive. Without
And how?
us, you all would be nothing.
What are you... And this is not as an accusatory question. What are we doing? What are you doing to help this survive? How can we assist you without taking life?
Go back to where you're from. Leave us be. We'll do what we can to survive and bring her back. And you will go back to your simple homes and lavish lifestyles of however order you choose it to be. And we will all live happily ever after.
Hey Mo,
Yes.
this forest, last I checked, is well, it's an Edenite domain. So if they're all here and they want to keep this forest for themselves, it means that the other druids that would have been here aren't anymore. What happened to them?
Do you
Separate.
ask us?
I was asking Mobius, like,
Okay.
quietly. That wasn't a question to the...
Well,
the
just kind of nod
beacon.
back and say, "Oh, best be on your guard then. That's something we'll have to surmise when we're finished."
Before you do that, Seviril is going to whisper to Alsark.
This is going south very quickly.
Very quickly.
I can get us up there very fast. Instantaneously. All we need is the word, and we will put an end to them.
Oh, hold on. Maybe we can keep talking. Maybe there's more. Maybe... What about the people that have been attacking us outside of this area? I've been on excursions in the forest.
You see a couple of the members shift uncomfortably. I am not aware of you being attacked. We are very sorry for any indiscretions our brothers and sisters might have done to you. We're all a family here, and we don't hurt family. We apologize if we've scared you.
Han,
Mm.
when you speak of shackles, of oppression, we
Yes?
do greatly understand. We've gone through many waves of this, of oppression and loss. We've seen the pain that such things as money cause intelligent creatures, and we've seen the worst. We've been hunted, and we've been shunned, and we've lost the few that didn't do so for a very long time. So we do greatly understand. There's no cozy life to go back to.
I think all of
Can
us
we-
can feel that from you. Not all of you,
What-
but you.
Let me ask again. What can we do to heal this wound?
Help us bring her back.
This can be done without more killing.
And it looks like her hands start to shake, and she looks down, makes sure that the blood's still entering the device properly. She takes a breath in, breathes out. There isn't. She's not.
There is.
If we could just do this a bit more so we can talk to her.
I have a question. Is the receptacle that she's dripping blood into, is it on the altar or is she holding it?
She is holding it. It is an item.
Okay. I knew it was an item. I just didn't know if she was physically holding the item or
She's
if it was
physically
on the altar.
holding a golden
Yeah,
ceremonial
okay.
dagger.
Yep.
And this pendant.
Okay, noted.
I'm gonna take the risk of taking another step forward.
The others take another step forward in turn.
Not paying them much mind for now. I'm gonna say, "You're lonely.
We
You've
are not
lost much."
lonely. We have everything.
We are together as well, and we know what it means to be always with others and still lonely."
I'd like to also press my hand onto Seviril's back to try and get him to kind of go a little bit closer so he's closer to
Of course.
Keni.
I'm 20 feet in the air, by the way, so you can stand under me.
Oh,
and not
okay.
squeeze.
Come on. Oh, that's right. That's measure. Derp.
I believe
Yeah,
in you. You can do
Just
this.
click and drag yourself. It's fine.
There
Yeah,
we
got
go.
Well, if my compatriots are approaching, then I'm gonna try and I'll turn to these others, the other Maleferans, and ask for their names.
The one to your right is named. They do kind of a flourished bow. You can see they have ears that are a little longer. You can guess based on the notch that they're a wood elf. And then the one to your left. It's reversed for the viewer, but I'm going off of like where you're standing. The one to your left also happens to be a wood elf, and they bow to you. Maru.
Was the first one named?
Krima, I
Krima
believe.
Maru. Okay.
Don't.
Oh yeah.
I swear to God.
Cream in the crop.
It was. We didn't quite make it.
10
I
damage.
tried.
You have a hernia or something.
That's fair.
That's
Stub
one
your toe.
I can channel and clear that right up. No big deal.
All right. So there's a person with a hornet-styled mask in this green draped clothing, long sleeves. Wood elf. They introduce themselves as Krima. And the man with the more kind of toga-esque draped clothing is named Maru. He also he has more of a bee mask on.
I guess I'll address Mars since they're closer and say, "And why have you joined? Why are you participating here?"
I felt like it was a better thing to do than what I was already planning on doing. And he sounds like a young elf, Alsark. He sounds familiar, but you
Really?
can't exactly place it. It's maybe someone you've passed before. You're not sure. You can't tell with the mask on.
Doesn't sound like Mr. No Dad, does it?
No, Dad. No, I don't believe so.
More like Mr. Crodad. Oh, okay.
He was not a wood elf.
Oh, that's right. All right.
It seems that there is a great desire for justice and unity here.
Of course. We're
We
doing
are.
everything to bring her back. And we've listened to the beacon. Please. We listen to each other. There's no one voice that reigns above us all more than the other. Something yours does not quite understand. What
Yes.
circle are you in?
It's a point of great contention amongst our contemporaries.
I see.
We
Why do you
Have
care
no
for
intention.
her?
we beg your pardon?
Why do you care for Eden? And she spits on the ground when she says it.
Apologies. We mistook what you meant.
You see several several. Oh.
Is it like visible on his face or?
You see him. He is stock still, but you almost see him vibrate, ever so slightly,
Like a bee.
Just
like a bee.
Speaking of which, are there swarms or anything?
Oh,
around?
yeah. You guys are surrounded.
Oh, there's insect swarms around us?
Oh,
Okay.
yeah.
Cool.
The entire round the clearing, they're all kind of, some of them are in trees, but there's an entire circle around this whole setting. You saw them all
Mobius.
coming here. It's time.
Exactly.
All right.
Oh no.
Mobius is just gonna smile and say, "You have it backwards. She cares for us.
Doubtful.
She always has."
Then what of the people? The people who think they're better? The people who have made a hierarchy in a religion? Disgusting.
True. These are quandaries we don't have answers to. And we don't ask that you join our faith.
I don't ask that you do. I do offer the hand, but...
Likewise. However, just understand that the world you live in is not your enemy. Truly, it is you.
No. It's the people.
They are one and the same.
I disagree.
You might need to be looking closer. Everything
Perhaps you should
connects.
too. Perhaps next
What
to
would
you.
you like us to look at?
Turn around.
Do so.
And you see your friends. You see
Mhm.
Gaius and Seviril and Rosalyn and Alsark, and they're there to support you. What are your guys' expressions as Mobius turns around? Alsark?
Alsark is very on edge. He has not grabbed his bow yet. He wants to make sure he is still, like, shows that he has no intentions of harm. But, like, if you could see sweat on his hands, there is definitely sweaty. He's just, like, definitely an air of concern.
Gaius?
Just that empty, inscrutable, slightly creepy smile. But I have a question out of character.
Okay.
How taboo is blood magic understood to be within
It's
greater society
not
and also within the
good.
Church of Eden?
It's taboo.
It's really
Okay.
taboo. Yeah, this
Yeah.
shit's
So we would
fucked.
all be...
Yeah, what they're
Yeah.
doing here is super messed up.
On a scale of blood magic and necromancy, which one is viewed?
Oh, blood magic's way worse.
Okay.
Yeah. Like, necromancy could be, like, argued that it's being utilitarian because you're, like, making use of something that's otherwise just decaying. Now, blood magic's, like, you're actively draining the life force of something to
You are
twist it into
stealing.
something else. Yeah.
Yeah, necromancy is the utilization of the dead, while the other is
Yeah,
ripping
Is the
life.
utilization of life. Yeah, so it's fucked.
Or you
There's
could be a
really no way to
vampire,
argue
Get
in
yourself
it.
both.
Yeah, there's not really any reasonable way to argue blood magic is an okay thing to do.
Good, good. Thank you.
Severil's reaction currently.
So, Seviril has his arms sort of crossed, but his right hand is actually on wrapped around the hilt, or around the handle of his sword, and one more heretical statement, and he might start hacking like Paul Bunyan.
I'm gonna put a hand down on Severil's shoulder and say, "Be at peace, friend."
Gaius is
I know
gonna...
my role here.
What is your role
Please
here?
complete yours.
Several.
Yes.
We don't ask this lightly. Please do not do anything that would make Yvonne ashamed of us.
Again, I know my role here. You do yours.
We'll do our best. And I turn back to Han and say, it's true. These people have been gathered from very far away. Many of them we barely know, truly. And yet, the threads that connect all of us have brought us together.
Are they strong enough?
The threads?
Correct. Are they strong
Impenetrable.
enough?
They are what all things are made of. Even your actions here.
Then don't
can't.
break the threads of the silkworm, as we are about to harvest something so much more than you can comprehend.
Your actions here, understand, don't go against Eden. In fact, they couldn't. As we said, she planted the seed that set the course of your life, of your being, not to cause you suffering or pain, but so that you had the joy of experiencing it. And here you are. We are only here to ensure that that experience isn't taken from others.
What if it is given?
It is a more complicated situation, it's true. But the giving of life is not a decision made easily. And it is one that is a complicated matter of consent.
I did nothing to convince my people to die for this sake. I simply said that's what could be done with one's life, and they chose on their own. I would have never influenced anyone to do this.
Yeah, I really want a sense motive on that.
Yeah,
I'm
quietly
gonna
sense motive on
I'm
that
gonna
as well.
detect lies. I'm gonna just detect lies.
Go for it.
Well, I don't think she's lying, but for the more nuanced element of does
Yeah.
like she believe what she's saying?
That is a 35 from Gaius. Finally.
Gaius,
Discern
she
lies, David.
100% believes she did not influence anyone. She believes what she's doing is right.
Okay.
Can I sense motive the mannerisms of the other people as she says it?
Some of them... Yeah. You can do that. Just give me one. Anyone else, if you want to use your last rolls for that too, I'll happily answer that.
Yeah,
19.
I think I would.
Okay, sure. Yeah.
So you kind of see some of them puff out their chest with pride. At least the ones closest to you, they seem very proud of that statement. They seem set. They believe it 100%. The two farther back, they turn their heads to each other for a moment. It appears they exchange some sort of look. But they look back at you. They also, in regards to the rest of you, they do look ready. More so than before, based on the tenseness of the situation.
But they call you Beacon.
They do.
Then
I
the
did not
influence is already
chose this.
placed. Perhaps, but you wield that power whether you choose it or not.
Any one of us is allowed to make these decisions. I'm the only
Perhaps.
one who can hear her.
That's unfortunate. We were hoping to speak with her as well.
You see her jaw set again. You would not be able to here.
We understand. And what is her name?
Mellifera.
You sense that
She
Mellifera.
looks like that was the best fucking word in the entire world. Like it just made her day
yeah.
just to say it.
And I'll smile and say, we sense that Mellifera loves you all very much.
We know.
It's immediately radiant. Do you think that she would wish for what's happened here to her followers?
We have discussed this. She knows.
She asked for this.
She trusts us. Whatever we thought was best.
That wasn't the question that my companion asked.
She did not ask for these lives to be taken. Her followers
She did
dwindle.
not give us options.
You still didn't answer the question my comrade asked.
It's quite all right. We have come with more options.
She did not ask for this because she does not know.
Ah.
Would you like to?
You can see as Rosalyn's flying closer, the others are starting to kind of shift a bit more. They're watching you all. They're closer on edge each moment.
And if she trusts you, then you can tell her.
And you see this one closest to Han. She's draped in kind of this orange dress. And she looks over and just says, "We need them to go. I don't like this. Can we..." And Han just holds up a hand, and some insects fly from the drapery from her dress and perch close by. And this woman tilts their head as if they're listening to something, and then they settle. Could you ask again what your question was, or perhaps rephrase your statement? I was momentarily distracted.
If she trusts you, then you have no reason not to tell her.
I have told her. She knows what we're doing.
She does?
Yes.
Oh, what do you mean when you said we haven't told her, though?
No,
She doesn't know.
She knows. She said whatever we thought was best.
And that includes the death of her family?
We do not harm those outside of us.
And we thank you for that. Truly.
We invite everyone. Everyone is welcome, and they choose this. They want this. This is what we want. And you can hear the insects around you get louder and louder as the buzzing is getting more and more intense. Whatever her emotions are, it seems to relate.
Was it answered where the this is out of character. Was it answered where the Edenite druids are?
Did you
That
ask?
should be
Not
here.
asked. No.
Oh.
No, so holding off on that one, my guy. All
Okay.
right, we gotta take this one step
Okay.
at a time.
Okay, I'm making sure. I didn't want to make sure I didn't
This
miss
is
it.
this is hostage negotiation right here.
That being said, several could ask.
Several's hostile negotiation is he's like, give me the megaphone. How many did you kill? How much blood is on your hands?
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
Yeah, all right, well, I'm
So,
gonna hang on to the microphone then.
Yeah, you
I'm
do not
feeling
hand him the microphone just yet if you're wanting to
They're
end
moving
this.
back. They moving around, yo. Look out.
Feeling the rising tension and hearing the louder insects and seeing the Millifrons closing ranks, Gaius is going to turn to his left and look up to Rosalyn and quietly, in an odd sort of bird song, because they're speaking Serican, just ask yes or no. And there's a weight to the question. It's a question that Rosalyn may have heard before.
Roz, at this point, just looks has this look of determination on her face, and she's definitely going over stuff in her head, over and over and over, like she's thinking about lists in her head right now. But when she sees that, she's gonna sort of just hears the question and looks down and sees the look. She responds in Serican, "Not yet."
Gaius will give the smallest of nods.
Okay.
Pugger factor 10.
May we ask a personal question? And
Yes.
in return, we'll answer one if you require. Who did you lose?
Oh shit.
Oh, fuck, that's a...
She's
Armor
quiet
piercing question.
and she kneels down by the body she was standing over, dips the knife back in, moves it, goes back to putting it in the pendant. Still this golden color as it gets dripped into the reserve. Everyone loses everyone at some point when they find us.
You know that's not what we meant.
I have lost everyone before, as of all of our followers. We lose everything. We were lost lambs once, but we are no longer under her domain. We are under hers. And we are safer for it.
That one does not look so safe.
Neither do you.
A fair assessment. But you cannot leave Eden's domain. It is only to make peace with it.
Then I make peace with the sense that I am going to a greater power.
I can't argue with that. That's certainly true.
And she gently looks down at the person next to her. I don't wish for this. None of us do.
It is your choice to stop it.
Her coming back is more important than any of us, though.
No. You are of value. Each of you.
And Krima pipes up. Of course we know that. We're
No
not
one's
fucking
return is
daft.
Of course. We did not mean to insinuate otherwise.
You know, you can still see them shifting uncomfortably as they watch you. Please. My lady. And Han holds up a hand again. Shakes her head.
It seems both of our constituents are growing impatient.
I don't think either of us are going to solve this.
Please, all we want is for no one to get hurt anymore.
We don't wish for you to stop practicing your faith. We don't wish to see any sort of end to Mellifera. In fact, if it will mend these wounds, we will remain here with you and find a way to bring her back without the taking of life.
I don't. And a drop. A final drop resounds in whatever this item is. And you see a glow from her hands. And you... If insects could cheer, whatever that sensation may be, you can feel it. And she stops. And she moves the dagger into her drapery clothing and puts on this pendant. And she takes in a big breath. I apologize, I was distracted for a moment. But I would rather it if you would all just leave us alone, and we'll be on our way with the things that need to be done to bring her back.
That's exactly what we're offering to help with.
And there's a high elf that stands up, or rather walks towards you. We don't want your help. And they're kind of getting up in your face about it. We don't need you people.
You seem in want of help.
We don't want yours. Please, Lua. No! They came here! These people always come here! They're always bothering us. They always ruin everything. Why? Why are you just letting them walk all over us? Why are you letting them be the shoe that crushes the ant? Lua, please. Focus. Center yourself. No! No. And you can see this person's muscles twitching as they get more riled up. I don't want this again. I don't want to be under them again. You know what they did.
What did we do?
And this woman turns and she looks at you and then past you as if she's decided that you're not at fault, but it's different. She looks at the rest of them. She looks at Seviril. Your people. And then she looks at Alsark. Your people. All of you are murderers. And I know it.
My people are mostly merchants.
I didn't speak to you.
I have done nothing of the sort. In fact, if anything, I only shoot things for food. Deer?
Don't call me dear.
Oh, give yourself. Give yourself.
I'm sorry.
Yeah,
The animal. The
DM punish thyself.
Yeah. I'll step on a D4 later.
Good.
I swear I've
Way
never
too much damage.
I have never hurt anyone unless I was in danger at all.
And we do just the same.
And that one, point to the altar, had you in danger?
And Alsark was just about to point.
They wanted this. If you want to be so badly in your little first circle, or wherever you're heading, and they poke Mobius in the chest,
Truly don't.
and they stop. What do you even want? Why are you even in that cult?
Pot, kettle, black.
They found us. We were in great pain. We were alone. Much like many of you, it would seem. And we were found and treated well.
And this elf still has their finger at your chest. And they look down at it, and back up at you, and back at it. And can you make a perception check?
Gladly.
I always love watching people measure out.
Yeah.
It's
I'm always-
scary the shit out of
I'm always
me.
just thinking. Don't worry. I'm always thinking.
Okay.
I have not rolled above a 4 today.
Well, a 26 is real grand anyways.
Yeah, I'm really glad for them numbers, because holy shit.
Math finder. Anyways. You see kind of the end of their hand become this rubbery white translucent color for a moment before it goes back to normal.
Ooh.
That's shocking.
Shit.
That's the most shocked Mobius is gonna have their face the whole time, and be like, "We were hunted too. In fact, we've lived with this one and nod back to several for many years, and for the first few, it was terrifying."
I can't.
You don't have to.
Just leave. I don't
We
want
don't want
this
you to
again.
be in that altar next.
I wasn't gonna volunteer. Lua, please calm yourself. And it's obvious that this woman is concerned as she starts to move off of the altar. Her steps leave footprints.
Religion question.
Sure.
For Edenites, as a belief, we believe that all life, gift is not the right word, but it comes from Eden.
Eden seeded life
does.
into the universe. Yeah.
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 So
believe correctly.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's not a belief; it's a fact.
Okay, no, I'm just trying to how I want to word something.
Are you asking if like life is sacred to an Edenite?
Well, not just sacred, but like it's not ours to give as sacrifice for something else.
That's a bit more wishy-washy.
Yeah,
That's what I'm trying to say.
But-
But
yeah,
coming
like-
from several.
think of nature.
Yeah, like
Does
Yeah.
nature involve killing?
yeah. Oh yeah. Nature can be brutal.
But it very rarely involves being sacrificed.
Okay, no, I'm just, this is coming. This is I'm trying to Severil's headspace and understanding and trying to relate it back to there, and it's how I don't want to step on what Keni is doing there, but so it's it's like, motherfucker, Eden gave us all this and you're just so that's where I'm coming from. So I was just trying to figure out if that's how I want to interrupt. So I'm going to hold my tongue for a little bit.
This one I'm speaking with isn't one of the two that was in the front before, right? It doesn't
No,
look like it.
she's moved up all on her own. Most of them have moved back. Let me give her a token up for myself. She has long blonde hair that seems to be kind of covered in cloth that she kind of has wrapped around herself, along with a green draped dress with long sleeves. It seems like she covers most of her body.
What is your name?
My name is Lua.
Maybe people said sorry. I'm still polite to ask.
What are you?
We are Kaidane, and you are the first of our kind that we have seen since our family was killed, so apologies if we're a little emotional.
And you see her shoulders kind of jerk for a moment. Like, she looks like she wants to cover your mouth, but she's not going to overreact. Just don't talk about it.
We don't. Very rarely.
I haven't met any. And it looks like she's having a hard time saying words. You know how someone, when they have a lump in their throat, their voice kind of becomes strangled almost as they speak. I can't do this again. And I'm really sorry. Lua, step back. And you see she looks back. And then she attacks. And that is where we will take our break for the evening. Hello, Hello, checkers and pleasers alike. How are we doing? We are in a bit of a tense situation coming back into the game. We started out with a lovely morning of teas and cuddles and goodbyes, and, well, we all went into a forest, met a fox, and now we are currently in the, well, technically domain of Eden, but in the nest of a bee.
Before we get too much further away
Yes.
from the fox, can I hear it one more time?
Really?
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you
As
so
long
much.
as the fox survives, then we're fine.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
The fox is
Oh.
just watching you guys.
We turn around,
fox
it's
is
just covered in bees.
Oh no.
It is definitely eating a bee. Just
On the
one.
ground.
Its mouth is puffy.
Aw.
Love it.
Does that make you feel better before murder happens?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
I do.
That's good. That's good.
Cool. Just a bit.
So, with this round starting, we are starting with, well, you all being flat-footed in this moment. Unless anyone has a feat that says they cannot be flat-footed, please announce if so. Otherwise, Lua starts by taking out an axe of sorts and swinging it at Mobius.
God,
Double
kinslaying.
20s.
Damn.
Okay. Did that show up for you guys? I just have to check.
No, we didn't see anything.
No. Okay.
Nope.
It's a lot of dice.
Oh shit.
Did you crit?
No, there are no crits actually, and one is a miss.
Okay.
A 36 and a 33 hits you, right?
Pretty sure. Yeah.
Cool,
Yeah,
cool,
definitely. Totally.
Your
Ouchie.
first hit is 28 damage,
Okay.
and your second hit is 36.
Okay.
And Lua
that's a
strikes
lot.
you, slashing this axe at you with such determination. And as she does it, she stops, and she looks like she immediately regrets the action. But at that point, it's too late. And her friend, farther in the back, one who hadn't introduced themselves, the one wearing more of this orange gown, just smirks and raises up a hand. And you see these fireflies going in between their fingers and dancing until you see a flame produced in their hand. And they just lob it at you all.
Hmm.
Which I believe is a reflex save for this one. So could you all do that for me?
Sure.
This is an area effect, right?
This is an area
Yeah.
effect, correct?
Okay, I have something for that.
Hey.
But I'll
I
What was
know.
that?
I'm guessing it's improved invasion.
Yes.
Yes. So
So
if,
well, no, I have another thing too, but I'll do the same. That is a 26.
That
so
is a. Oh, sorry.
yes, please read your saving throws.
I have a 35 with evasion.
Okay.
I got a 28.
35 with Seviril.
Okay. Gaius, Rosalyn.
I got a 26.
22.
So all of you save. Those who have evasion or improved evasion well, improved evasion, you do not take any damage. Evasion, I
If you
believe
make the save,
you
you
made
take
the
no
save,
damage.
so you take no damage. Yeah. Everyone else, you will take half damage. So please put 12 damage on your sheets.
Cool.
And the person who just lobbed a firefly ball at you all just doesn't seem to give a shit. It looked like they were waiting for this, to be honest. And we continue on to the last of the Eden Knights who will be acting on this round, which goes to Krima.
Leopards? Eden.
Eden. You guys are currently flat-footed in this round, so. Krima moves a hand forward, and you see these mantises kind of form in, like, around their arm into this, like, long scythe that they use to reach out, and they force Lua back towards them, taking them away from the group. Mobius, you cannot have an attack of opportunity because of the flat-footed.
I do have combat reflexes, so I could take it, but I'm not going to.
Okay. Understood. And that is where we'll start actual combat with Seviril. What do you do?
I am going to utilizing Dimension Hop, get up in that first cultist's face.
Really? You're gonna single them out even though they get pulled away? Kidding me.
This is
And
what happens when you piss him off.
So what happens when
Cast.
Skrewy plays an Edenite?
Oh, ouch. Damn.
I think that might hit everybody. Yes, that will hit everybody. I'm going to cast Damnation.
Okay, please describe what damnation is to the party.
You pass judgment on your enemies' intentions and punish them with holy power. Each creature in the spell's area takes 1d8 points of damage per spell level, determined by the most powerful effect of the evil descriptor, either affecting the creature or its spell repertoire. The caster who prepares a spell takes the damage based on the highest spell they have prepared that day, even if it has already been cast.
Okay. Remember to change on your character sheets if you got damaged in the last round, just
Yep.
so you know.
That was 12, I believe. My apologies, yes.
Correct. All right, will saves. Got it.
There we go.
Okay. All right. Only 2 of these people could possibly fail it, so we will start with them.
Jesus Christ.
They pass.
Cool.
So, is there any effect for if they pass their will saves? Remind me.
Let me
Half damage.
get
Half damage? Okay.
will half, yep.
Okay. Roll your damage then.
That how many?
You would have to know that. We don't know what their
Their highest
their
spell.
highest level evil descriptor spell on their spell list.
On these people's spell list?
Yeah,
Correct.
so basically they shoot themselves with whatever evil spells they got, or the best evil spell they got.
Oh boy, how do you
well, they
determine
shoot-
an evil spell?
So
It-
a spell would have a little a little bracket with the word evil in the descriptor of the spell.
Uh-huh.
So I couldn't answer that without seeing their spell prep.
Yeah. I just don't know if I have
An evil spell.
Yeah, I wouldn't know either. I don't know what
Yeah.
any of the evil
I mean,
spells are.
personally, I wouldn't expect any of them to have a single evil spell prep today, but
none of them
that's
do.
just me.
There are no evil spells on any of their sheets.
Okay, so that did nothing. Okay.
That's because Maleferants only do good.
Yeah, that's what they're doing here. We're the bad
Yeah.
guys.
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
Absolutely.
I talked to them and got axed 4 times in the face because I'm a bad guy.
You only got
That's how
axed
it works.
twice in the face, thank you.
Oh, you're right. It felt like 4 times.
It did hit like a truck. Barbarians, baby.
Oh, barbarian. Ooh.
Yeah.
Oh, well, honestly, I feel
And-
better about it. Like, I feel more proud of myself. I was like, oh man, I'm a fucking twig out here.
No, they literally they're a barbarian. They're meant to hit hard. You're fine.
Yeah, okay.
You're not stupid.
And as a swift action, we're gonna take a Bane on put Bane on my sword against the Maleferant in front of me.
All right. What does that do?
I believe it's +2.
Plus 2d6 additional damage.
Yep.
Okay. Just to the person in front of you. Understood.
With-
Correct.
Yeah, so any time his weapon strikes, it does 2d6 extra damage.
Okay. Remember to put that in when you attack them.
Yep,
And then that is your turn, I believe, correct?
that is it. Yep.
All right. Good to know. All right, on to Alsark. What do you do, Mr. Pacifist?
All right, as well. Alsark will ready his bow and is going to. I'd like to hold an action,
Okay.
or call an action. Alsark is going to wait and see if the questionable bad bitch in the back who wanted to fight, if she looks like she's going to start slinging another spell, I'd like to do an action.
Okay.
But before that, Alsark will say, "Please, there's no need for more bloodshed. We can talk this out."
I agree, we can. And the beacon speaks up. Her hands are frantically moving. She doesn't look like she wants this. Please, Lua, just put your weapon down and you, sir, too, please. Okay.
Several, please.
The die has been cast.
Ooh,
Fuck's sake.
alea iacta est.
And I will end my turn.
All right. Maru is next, and they'll move back closer to their friend who cast a spell earlier, and they dig their hands into the earth and look up at all of you. They take a deep breath in, and you start to feel a rumble.
I don't.
Well,
Ah,
no, Rosalyn
No, you
does
do.
not. She
No,
is
you
in
feel
the
your-
air.
You feel it in your tummy.
You see
Sorry.
the trees jiggling. The trees
You feel
are
rumbling in your
jiggling.
tummy and you're very brave
The
about
trees
it.
are dancing.
No.
Eden's blessings.
Wow.
Wow.
It's a magical
Wow.
day.
It's a miracle. And for the three of you on the ground, Alsark, Gaius, and Mobius, as Seviril's a little too far away, you all feel the earth shift and suddenly crack beneath you as all these termites start crawling up your legs.
gross.
Yeah.
Thanks, I hate it.
That's
Insects. Hooray!
Cool. I love termites. I got a termite theme player in another game.
All right. So you will all take about 10 damage for that.
Fucking hate termites. God damn them fucking assholes. These little
I'm not-
pieces of shit.
I'm not playing that character anymore.
Yeah, well, no, it's not me playing them. That's one of my players, but they're dead. I'm gonna kill them now for this.
And after they bite and nip into you, they're still there. Which we will move on to the
Ah.
next character.
Gross.
Swarmonger.
No,
No.
kind of.
We would be
Yeah,
making a
like
shit
a
ton
little
of
bit.
saves.
Oh, you will.
Oh, we will? Okay.
Yeah.
Alright.
I fucking loved building these characters, guys. All right. Next
I
up,
mean, I've got it too. I just don't get a turn.
next up is the beacon, and she presses her hands against Lua's back. Please, 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 I'm begging you. Stop, Lua. Stop. And Lua just shrugs off her hand. I don't have to deal with it anymore. We can just be rid of them and go home and bring her back. It's not that easy. And for a moment, Lua just looks back at the beacon, and though there's no facial recognition between the masks over their faces, it seems like they both understand a moment has passed. The beacon... Oh, no.
Not everybody.
Not everybody. The beacon steps back. And she sighs and moves a hand up and holds her action for now. Rosalyn, what will you do?
Cool. Well, what I'm going to do is I am going to make a 5-foot movement to the south, and then I'm going to cast a happy little spell.
Oh, just a happy little
called-
spell.
Just a happy little spell. It's called Fickle Winds. Sure, yeah, we're good. 30 feet. Perfect. So this hits a bunch of my allies as long as no two of them are more than 30 feet apart, and it just so happens that the furthest two apart are 30 feet.
Yes.
So this will hit everybody. Fickle Winds lasts for 13 minutes, and what's going to happen is Rosalyn fluffs her wings out as she calls forth to Eden, and 5 tornadoes come down from the sky, and they cover each of us in a cyclone of incredible force and wind that we cannot be affected by. So it feels exactly the same to any of us, but any effect from other people. So say if someone tries to hit us with a ranged attack, or if someone tries to bring a swarm near us, the wind is just going to throw these things away like they were nothing. So yeah, Fickle Winds, we're all protected by a wind barrier now. So
Nice.
defensive spell.
The pre-existing
Not-
swarms that are down.
Oh,
Could
I
you-
imagined it would throw them
would-
all over the place. Yeah.
Could you burn the spell, please?
Oh, of course. Would happily to do so.
Thank you.
Does that persist if we move?
Yeah, it sticks
Okay.
with us for
It's a buff.
13 minutes. Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yep. But yeah, and it does not negatively impact us in any way, and it counts as a
So-
wind barrier.
Is that
Or
only
wall of
for
wind.
like arrows and bolts?
I'm
I'm just checking if spells are affected. I apologize.
spells are not affected by that. No, it only like physical objects passing through the wind wall are affected, but also physical objects would include a swarm. So it effectively makes us immune to swarm damage, but yeah. So
Okay.
At least it makes it so the swarms can't go through that.
yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
okay. So this is for swarms.
So-
Understood.
At least not through like the portion that there is wind at.
Yeah.
Cool.
So, and I mean, it's immediately around your person. So, whatever square we're in is a wind wall now.
Awesome. All right. Just wanted to check with that. All right. With
Sure.
Rosalyn's turn done, it's Lua's turn again, and she's going to rage.
Wow. We still haven't done a single point of damage to them, and they just keep going at us.
I'm sorry.
This is why they're a
That's
cult.
That's a good point, actually. I didn't even
Yeah.
realize we hadn't done any damage.
Like
Several
all we did
tried
was
to,
we
so I
we
wrote
told
that
them.
off.
Well, I mean, several was determining if they were evil,
Mhm.
Right,
and
yeah.
and the
I
test
get that.
passed, right?
Yeah.
So
I mean, we'll
you know,
see
we're
if round
effectively
2
like-
test passes.
we're like, hey, like knock this shit off, and they're like, no. So
Okay.
we have achieved moral high ground, everybody. We've done it.
Yay!
Okay, we've got a 34, which
Okay.
I think hits you. Or
Do I?
or is that right
so?
above?
Well, I do have that buff, and I'm trying to make sure that
It would say on your character sheet.
Okay.
34 is your current AC.
Yeah, but
Okay.
I don't. I'm making. I just wasn't sure if the Ward of the Faithful buff
Oh,
Um,
hold on. Yeah, let me look at that.
In any case, I'll continue with the other numbers.
yeah, go
Yeah,
ahead.
I think 34 is the correct AC with that
Okay.
buff on.
So that one will hit. You also have a
Okay.
36.
Woo!
So that one will definitely hit.
Yes.
And then they hit a nat 1 with the last one, so I will re-roll. Oh no! They're attacking you!
Yeah, let's see if they fumble. I mean, that would be nice.
Yeah, but I feel bad.
Anything
pull a fumble
can
card if you'd like.
happen when you believe they're not even power attacking. They crit fail. Would you mind pulling a card for me?
I would happily pull a card for you. This is slashing, right?
It is a great axe, so I believe so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Butterfingers.
Okay.
You throw your weapon in a random direction for
Okay.
1d6. Yeah, 1d6 squares away. So roll a
Oh,
d8
no.
and then roll a d6.
Okay.
D8's the random direction, d6 is the distance.
This could be pretty good for us.
I mean, unless it hits one of us somehow.
Okay.
We'll catch it.
What
Thank you
direction
for
is
doing
6?
that.
Oh, then again, it can't. We have the wind walls.
Ooh.
Yeah.
6?
Say what?
6 would be
1, 2, 3,
They're
4, 5.
behind them.
Southwest.
Okay.
So, toward their buddy.
Oh no.
Roll more than a 2. Roll more than a 2.
Okay, and then it's a d6.
Then a d6 for distance.
Okay. It is a 1.
Oh, damn. Okay. So then it would land.
It just right
it would
next
land
to
right
them?
there, yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Yep.
I mean, it
So-
makes sense.
Yeah.
They're fine. They see that, and they are going to take a 5-foot step away from Seviril.
Need that damage.
Oh, I
Yeah,
am
yeah.
so sorry. I was too busy making sure they fumbled correctly. Okay, so the first attack is 30.
Okay.
And the second attack is 39.
Minus 30, minus 39. See if that works. Nope, that did not work. What is that? 69. Huh.
Hold on.
Are you
Nice.
really on
I
69
got you.
HP?
No, that's
No.
You have 93 HP left.
Oh, damn.
Thank you.
Yep.
I was like, that's amazing. No, the damage is 69.
Yeah, so you're already at like just a wee more than half already. So this
Yes.
is about 45% of your life.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So,
On our person with our highest AC. Delicious.
it's the only physical attacker in this group, okay? I had to put 1 in. Next up is the woman in the orange dress in the back. What's up? Do you have step
Can
up?
I use? I do have step up.
Would you like to step up?
I would.
All right. You may follow them.
Step up, son.
Do you have step up and hit, though, and strike? I apologize. Or is it just step up?
I think I just have step up.
Okay.
I have step up and cleave. So
Okay. You will
no.
not be able to strike in this moment, but you
No.
can still be right next to them again.
yes.
Just-
Let's go south.
Just
There
move
we
your
go. Yeah,
character.
I'm getting there. I had
There you
I had
go.
measures selected again.
It's fine. I still have ownership of everyone's tokens, so I can help out.
Thank you, buddy.
I mean, at least
why-
this has helped.
Yeah, that's why I can change your HP.
Thank you, bud.
Teamwork makes the dream work.
Hell
Mhm.
yeah.
All right. In the
What's Kel doing?
meantime, Kel is going to attempt another firefly ball.
That will trigger my reaction then.
Correct. Would you mind using that?
Yes. What I would like to use is my special ability, which is Nature's Tether.
Please explain what that does.
So what Alsark is going to do is Alsark is going to shoot a arrow into the ground, right to the left of Gaius, to Gaius's left, and will then pull another arrow and shoot it at Kel.
Mm-hmm.
And what it's going to do is it will form a giant vine
Mm-hmm.
that will go from the initial arrow and grab onto whatever is hit by the second. And if it's close enough, we'll tether it. Or if it's far enough away, it will launch it towards that location. So I'm going to launch Kel towards Gaius's left.
Oh, I like this.
Okay.
I like this a lot.
Yeah, that's
And
amazing.
they're moved.
Gaius is left, so they're right.
Oh, I am
Yeah,
so
right.
sorry. Thank
Yep.
you. There we go. So they are right between Gaius and Mobius now. And whatever spell they were working on, they kind of stand shocked for a moment. Now, the question is, should I still make the spell go off? I kind of want to. I think I will.
You can,
Yeah.
Would would it need to be
but Gaius will
make-
get tax opportunity from here.
yeah.
True. I will have them defensively cast, and they don't seem to care very much right now.
As you do that, would the wind wall have fickle winds? Would that have affected the attack against Seviril?
No.
It's
Okay.
it's not like a arrow or anything. It's just an axe
Okay.
you got hit with, so you're
Okay.
fine.
It's to
that's-
protect you from ranged attacks and swarms.
Yeah.
Just ranged. Okay, cool. Making sure.
Physical ranged attacks, not magic.
So, they do save on their concentration spell, but that still means you get an attack in, I believe. If I'm remembering.
I get an attack.
Yes, Gaius gets an attack in, and I believe Mobius would too.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
there would be at least an attack of opportunity from the movement itself,
Okay.
from Gaius. If we're
I'm
looking
not
at the
going
movement there.
to do any attacks of opportunity to anyone.
Okay. So, yeah, Gaius could swing just from that. Gaius, do you have combat reflexes?
I do, yes.
So then you'd get 2 attacks.
And they're both just 2 regular unarmed strikes.
2 regular unarmed strikes.
Okay. Before Gaius does this, they are going to shoot a sidelong glance towards Rosalyn.
You get a nod, and again a look of determination in her face.
Fucking Return of the Jedi. Boom.
That empty, vacant smile suddenly becomes full of genuine joy. They're just beaming now, as they.
Gaius makes me uncomfortable.
Mhm,
Right?
mhm,
Good.
Very.
He's
yes.
supposed to.
Yeah.
He's supposed to.
Hey, good job.
It's working.
All right. So that's a 43
So-
and a 32.
2 unarmed strikes.
Yes.
Okay. So here's the fun part.
The 32 does not hit.
On a caster? Amazing. Okay.
Yeah, we're fucked, y'all.
All right, but the 43 hits.
The 43 definitely hits.
Do I need to roll for? Oh no, it
No,
rolled
it,
for me.
it rolls.
Yeah. So
you're good.
This does some additional damage. It also does +6 cold and +4 bludgeoning. So you're actually looking at 22 damage on that.
All right. Well, it doesn't look like she took the damage very well, even if she has decent defense.
Yeah. And she will need to make a concentration check
She already did.
for the damage. For the
oh,
damage.
for the
just
damage
taken.
too. Okay.
Yeah.
She's fine.
Okay.
But her self bomb goes off in the very least, so you all do still get hit with a fireball. But hit me with those reflex saves, please, because some of you won't be affected by this.
Sure.
I don't think that was good.
39.
This is
Yeah.
so
It says, does Seviril need to make that as well?
No, I don't. Actually, let me measure that out.
I think I'm unconscious.
I assume I do.
You're still in range. It looks like. Yep. Yes.
Okay. Okay.
Well, it's a
Ooh, that is
22
a
from
net.
Gaius.
It's a nat
Hey.
20 or a 42.
That is a nat 1.
So I get.
You're still fine. It doesn't fucking matter.
Yeah.
You're like, oh, these guys have big saves, and I'm like looking at your guys' saves. I'm like, fuck off.
I mean, maybe them. Oof.
Okay,
I'm hurting.
so
Am I okay?
we have about 6 damage for the people who
okay.
everyone who got the half damage thing. The people who have the reflex shit, just don't
I don't
fucking
know.
worry about it.
I don't know if
Well,
23 passed.
It did.
It did? Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Did my 22? No, hold on.
Yes. Yes, you guys are
22 pass?
fine.
Okay.
Oh wow.
Where
So
the
no
fuck is their
damage,
AC
because
coming from? What are
improvisation.
these people made out of?
I don't know.
What's
I
going
just
on
kind of
here?
built it.
Just,
I was
you
like,
just-
oh, they must be way
Wait.
higher level than us. I'm like,
When you-
nope, that's not it.
Well, they are of a higher level than you.
Oh, interesting.
when you say you just kind of built it,
Yeah.
I've is I don't know how to put this. Did you just are they actually like legitimately like every point of their stuff is coming from something, or did you just like put in a number?
I feel like that's something that the DM needs to know.
I feel like
Right,
you
and
don't need
I
to
don't
worry
need to
about
know that. If you don't want to
bud.
answer that, you don't have to. I'm just like legitimately curious if these guys are decked out in that much gear.
Oh, well,
Um,
I mostly just looked at your character sheets and was like, yeah, I can take this, and I could take this.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Those rings of luck, man.
Yeah, they're very nice.
They're very nice.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. 30 more than 32 AC on a caster is really something.
God.
So good job.
Yeah.
You can stop
That's
being
wild.
sassy, Beardy.
I'm just legitimately surprised that you got their AC that high.
Chill. All right. So next up, after that, we have Gaius. You are in
him.
quite a spot.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You were,
Gaius is barely moved by that fireball and is just continuing to throw attacks, moving with surprising amount of grace for the brutality of his motions, as he unleashes a flurry of blows,
Yeah, go for it.
which is a full attack, but not a power attack. I don't think. All right, that is a 27, a 38, and a 31,
Okay. Well,
and I
2 of those
believe
hit
some-
in the very least.
think some other things apply as well.
Okay.
We're flank. Am I flanking? Technically speaking?
No, I don't believe so
No,
because
okay.
Raz is 20 feet ahead and you don't have anyone
Yeah,
directly across
you
from
could-
you.
5-foot step so
You
that you'd be
could.
flanking with me.
Do you want a 5-foot step to
I
flank with
do,
Mobius?
please.
Go for it.
Thank you very much. So now that
so
I'm
that you will have
flanking-
3 attacks that hit.
Is that how that works? Okay.
It's a
cool.
+2.
Oh, lovely. It's a +2. But also because I have outflank,
Mhm.
my flanking bonus on attack rolls increases to +4.
Yep.
None of those were crits, I don't think. No. But it does provide. No, never mind. It's not a crit. But. No, that doesn't apply. And I don't think jabbing style applies. So I believe that's it. Except that damage reduction is applied only after all the damage is totaled up, not to each individual roll.
Okay. They aren't looking pretty anymore, that's for fucking sure. They look really rough after that one. A hit like that again probably won't allow them to last very long.
And Gaius is just grinning ear to ear as they just pound relentlessly on this attacker, and that is their turn.
All right,
Show us. Mobius is gonna have some words with their friends after all this.
Mobius, it's your turn. Oh,
Just as a quick question about that, did you add in the extra 6 points of damage for each consecutive hit?
yes.
No,
Oh, sorry.
you did.
Yeah, it says so on the
Yeah.
bottom. They're,
Yeah, I just wasn't
That's
sure.
why they're
Okay.
looking so rough. They're
Okay.
okay, cool, thank you.
Yeah.
It does say that on the bottom. Thank goodness for that.
Yeah, no, there's just an insane amount of context
There's a
notes on
lot
your
of
attacks.
extra damage there.
Yeah.
Sorry,
No, it's just
Why
there's
are
a
you
lot going on with that
apologizing?
monk.
You're fine.
I don't know. He's built for one thing.
He's built different.
Yeah. The only,
He is.
reason
He's fucked up.
yeah. It's all good.
All right, so there's a lot of internal conflict going on with Kaidane, quite literally, with Kailena voicing very much to make sure that Lua survives at all costs. Like, holy shit. And Kaiden is just kind of like, here, let me take the lead. I can take care of this. But for now, they're going to be a little selfish compared to usual. Try to stand up and ignore their wounds and pull out the only jar they've got that's not a tea they made. It's a tea from a friend of Avon's that's just labeled sweet tea. And they're going to drink that, and it's going to be a potion of heal.
Beat me to it. Bam. That was going to be my turn, but thank you for doing
On
that
me?
first.
Nah,
Yeah.
Can I
Okay.
just play it like that? Cool.
Feeling a little bit
Can you
better?
confirm who made the sweet tea?
Yes.
Nice. Thank you.
All the wounds will seal up and take a fresh breath and continue the internal dialogue because that's still not really resolved. But that's my turn. I don't really see any reason to go anywhere.
Okay. Krima is up next, and okay, they're unsure what to do after all of that, but they point a finger at Rosalyn, and I would like you to make, I believe it's a reflex save.
Okay.
Yes.
33.
Okay, you're fine then. You're gonna take like 25 damage, but you do feel like you just got stung in the very least.
Yikes.
Oh
Cool,
shit!
cool.
Was that a?
Sorry, how much damage again?
25.
Thank you.
You're fine.
That's not an evil spell. Jeez. Okay.
Not sure what spell it was. Am I allowed to make a spellcraft check to identify the spell?
Sure, I made up most of this shit.
Actually, wait a minute. I may not have. I don't have Jack for spellcraft. Never mind. I'm playing a caster without spellcraft. It's okay.
It's fine. You're a cleric. You only get like
I only get like
2
2
per
skill points a level.
Yeah,
so,
you're
yeah,
fine.
My character is not a skill character.
Okay. And Krima will take a step back nervously. They look like they might run. And that is their turn. Back to Seviril.
So, first thing, may I utilize what is it called? Detect alignment? That's a free action, correct? That's
I'll
a
allow it
will-
as a free action. I don't care.
Okay. Can I detect evil?
Sure.
I would like to detect evil.
None of these people are evil.
Fair enough. The next step, I will activate Judgment. We're gonna go with Destruction, Healing, and Protection. Now that gives me 1 point per every 3 levels. 4? Make sure. 5. So for each round I get 5 healing. And I get 5 what is it? On damage and 5 to AC for every 5 Inquisitor levels.
Can you
So
burn it,
3.
please?
Oh, sure. Yeah. Ba-doop. There you go.
Thank you very much.
So that gives me a temporary AC of 37. Yeah, 37.
So you're only picking one of these, I believe, based on the spell.
You get 3.
3?
Yes. Because given my level, I get what is it? Features.
Yep. You have third judgment. Yep.
Third
Okay.
judgment. So I get 3 of them all
Okay.
at once.
Inquisitors, man.
Yeah, they're fun.
All right.
So And that's my swift action. I can't use the spell I wanted to, but it's okay. So we're gonna full attack the individual in front of us.
Okay.
Combat.
Just make sure to put in any
Oh, yep.
Yeah, put
miscellaneous
in your
bonuses
extra
you got from your
bonuses.
judgment, because I don't think those are
Ye-
accounted
No,
for on your buffs.
Oh, that's right. Okay. So, destruction, protection. Okay. So attack roll. So I get. My apologies. Plus. So it'd be 1. So plus the 2d6 for damage.
For
From
Bane.
Roll it.
Yep.
for Bane. 2d6. And how do I add the +3 to just +3?
Yeah, so where
Or,
it says attack roll bonus,
Okay, plus.
you put 3 there. Yeah.
Destruction. For every no +5. My apologies, +5. And I don't think I have any attack rolls for that. I don't think I have any bonus on that. That's just for. Is Bane plus the to attack or to damage?
Bane is just, I believe, just 2d6 damage.
Okay,
I don't,
cool.
I don't think Bane. Well, wait. I'm sorry. Bane gives you a +2. Apologies. Bane is +2 to hit, plus 2d6 to damage.
Okay. +2. I think that's it. And can I power attack that? Or no? Yes, I can power attack. I don't know how high their ACs are, but we're gonna power attack.
Okay.
Just because he's gonna go for it. And Yahtzee! 31, 34, and 23.
The first 2 hit.
Okay.
They're still standing though. They take it like a champ. They just stare at you with these eyes of an accuser. Someone who's putting all the blame on you. And that is your turn.
That will end his turn, and I gotta add the +5 to the.
Alsark, your turn.
Talking is a free action, yeah.
Oh, of course. You guys can talk whenever
Yeah.
you want.
I mean, I just want to reiterate that before I just blurt that out. But because Mobius is just going to immediately stop it. Several.
He does not respond.
Woo. All right. Alsark?
Alsark is going to do some really nice non-viable things. So, as a pacifist, I'm going to run at Kel, and I'd like to attempt to restrain her by tacking her to the ground. So,
Please do.
CMB, is that right?
Correct.
Boom.
Boom.
That's going to be a
boom,
34 CMB.
That works, actually. Congratulations. You have tackled this person to the ground very successfully. They are screaming bloody murder as you do so. And you can feel things moving under their clothes as they're struggling against you.
Ew.
Please, just... We don't want to hurt you. Please.
It's too
I
late.
do.
It's too late, and you already know. And she continues to struggle. Is that your turn?
That's my turn.
All right.
Yep. Next turn, I will attempt to fully restrain.
I forgot to tell you. Could you make a reflex save, please?
Oh, for sure.
Thank you.
Reflex, and that is a 37.
Nice.
You take 5 damage.
You got it.
Okay. You feel the termites that have crawled under your clothing start to bite you as you move.
winds?
I
They
mean,
were already there before the winds were
Oh, fair enough.
activated.
Fair enough.
If something's clinging,
Yeah.
it's on the person.
It's
so.
on your skin. Nom, 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 nom. Nom, 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 nom. Maru is up next, and he also takes a step back, unsure what to do. You've definitely scared him in the very least. And he raises his hands again, and he does a very similar spell to Krima, pointing at Seviril this time. Could you make a reflex save for me?
Sure. Oh man. Oh, that's a 28.
You receive... What's up?
Spell resistance as well.
Oh, thank you very
that
much.
Honestly, that may be too low to even be
I
bothered
think that
with.
one's a little low, yeah.
Yeah, you might just be able to pass that without even making a roll.
Let me double check.
Yeah, it'd be a 31.
Yeah, I think I still have to roll for that. Yeah, I still have to roll for this one. Just a second.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm fine. Okay. It was like that 1% chance. All right.
Could have rolled a 1, yeah.
I could have rolled a 1. But this
It's a
one...
5% chance. Which is a 5% chance, so it's actually not that low.
Oh. I don't do math.
It
Anyways, you take 16 damage.
Shit.
How's he looking? I think he's fine based on my memory.
Several or
Several, yeah.
Okay, so wait, it should be a 98. I keep trying.
you were at 93 before. What?
Yeah,
you
but
to
then
98?
plus the plus 5 for the judgment,
Oh, okay. There you go. You're at 98 now, and
and then
you just took how much?
16.
There you go. You're at 82 now.
All right. And then that will take us to the beacon's turn again. And she looks exhausted. She looks like she's looking at Kel. She's looking at Lua. And she grabs Lua's arm again. Please, 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 please. We have to go. The ceremony's done. We're fine. And Lua just shrugs off their hand again. And they sigh. And they step back up to the ceremony spot. And they move their hand forward. And they look apologetically towards Mobius. I can't let them die. And
We understand.
they attempt to cast a swarm, but they know it's not going to do very much. But even so, hundreds of mosquitoes appear near them as they request assistance from those under her lady's domain. And then she raises up her amulet, and the mosquitoes all drink from the ichor inside. She drops the amulet and nods to the mosquitoes as they flee the scene.
Fucking Skeetles.
Skeeters.
Gross.
And
I
that
didn't
is...
know Melissa associate with Skeeters. I don't know if I can be, if I can be cooler
They're
anymore.
insects! That moves our turn on to Rosalyn.
Alrighty. In that case, I'm going to make another 5-foot move to the south, and I am going to channel energy This should hit every one of my allies, and
Thank
I
you.
will obviously prevent it from hitting any of my enemies. Here we go with a channel. Let's see how she do. That is maybe the worst roll ever. Holy crap. 17. 77. Or 76, and I got 17.
Now, I know
That's
you have
like
a
is rough.
special thing that
Redonkulous bad.
allows you to hurt people alongside your channel,
It-
but I think that only
yes,
affects undead.
No, it hits anyone.
Okay.
Anyone that I exclude from the channel, I can choose, well, up to one person. I can choose to do damage equivalent to the healing that I just did.
Okay.
It is a feat called Purifying Channel.
Nice.
They do get a will save. So I will use that on the one here on the ground.
Okay.
So it needs to make a will save. DC is 20.
They save.
They take half damage. So
Okay.
that in this case, that would be 8.
Okay.
And everyone else gets healed for 17.
Thank you.
That was real bad roll. Cannot stress enough
You're
how unlucky
fine.
those sixes
Healing
are.
is healing.
Ooh. Healing is
Indeed.
healing. That's true.
It's better than
Uh,
nothing.
So did everyone get to apply those already, or do you want me to help?
Yep. I applied mine.
Okay.
But thank you.
All right. And is that your turn?
I think applied. There we go.
Yeah. That is it for me. Yes.
All right. Next, we have Lua, who picks up her axe, which I think is a attack of opportunity for Seviril, if I remember correctly.
Yes.
should be.
Please, attack.
I shall. And no. I guess I still have all the buffs on there, so +2. And then plus 2d6 plus 5 or 3 was, I believe. Plus 3. No, plus 5. Plus 2d6 plus 5. I think that's what that, right? And I can't, so just a single attack? Or can I do more than one? Just the one, right?
Just one.
43 for 41.
Yeah, that hits. She's still standing. Thank God for your barbarian health.
Oh, okay. I was wondering why you moved somehow.
No, that was my, yep, sorry.
Okay.
How do they look effed up a little bit? Or are they pretty good? They're taking it pretty good.
They're taking it like a champ. They're filled with a lot of traumatic rage.
Okay.
So they're kind of ignoring any of your hits. I mean, obviously they're bleeding. They have cuts all over their body now, but they're ignoring it.
Gotcha.
Cool. All right. Now, it hasn't been very often that I've had to pick up a weapon in game, Beardy, so I do apologize for asking this.
Oh yeah, you're fine. No, it's move action to pick it up.
Okay, thank you.
That's it. Yep. So
All
they have
right.
a standard action left, so they could make one attack.
One attack. Thank you.
No worries.
I thought so, but I just didn't
No.
know.
Now you knew it. You just had to confirm it, but the information was already there.
All right. And then with a single attack they're able to do, they miss. So they don't even get a hit on you, Seviril. And they're just huffing and puffing as they just stare this hatred that's just emanating from them onto you.
I get it.
Seviril doesn't have
You can tell me.
hatred in his in his face. He does not have hatred. It is a stern
That's what it always is. That's
it's
what's the
stern.
worst.
It's just a stern look.
It's just the this has to be done look.
Yep.
Yeah, that's what it always is.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So with that, it goes back to Kel, who is currently, being grappled right now by Alsark. So they are going to make a combat maneuver in order to try to wiggle out of your grasp. And you think an insect would be better at this. Does a 20 work?
It's comparing to my
CMD,
CMD.
I believe.
my CMB is 20.
D.
CMD.
No, your D.
Oh, CMD
D's
should be higher.
nuts.
It's quite a bit higher.
40.
Ooh.
That's a real high CMD.
Yeah, actually, that wouldn't even break free from my grasp.
Oof.
Yeah, holy shit. Though.
Yeah, that's 40 is a bit on the high
Oh,
side.
Keni.
Where do they go?
What are you, a fucking monk? Okay.
Where did it come from? Let's see.
He's
There
a
it
pacifist.
goes.
That's what he is.
So
It's all my
BAB
strength, my dexterity,
Yeah. It's your strength mod, your dex mod, your BAB.
ward of
ba-
faithful.
Yeah, and then a couple buffs. And you have the dodge feat, which gives you +1 to that. And then it's just a base 10. So it starts at 10 and counts up from there. So yeah, it's a lot of stuff. But
No. I'm not worried about it being built correctly. I'm just like, god damn.
it's a great number, right?
It's a
I mean,
great number.
It's a great number.
I'm gonna have to roll. Nope, I literally cannot defeat that. They're done.
Yeah, that's the problem with casters, right?
Kel's done. There's
Good
literally
job.
no way.
I mean, it's the sloppy makeouts thing, right? Like, this is how you beat casters. Like, you just pin them up
You
against
stick
the wall.
your
You just
finger
rustle 'em.
in their mouth,
Oh.
and they can't
Yeah.
cast
Oh.
anything because they're out of semantics or their verbal
Yeah.
thing. Or you hold their
I'm not
hands against a
blushing.
wall, and then
Yeah.
they can't use their
Mhm.
hand motions either.
Yep. You pin their
You
pin their
comment
wrists
on
against the-
them.
Yeah, exactly.
Anyways, Gaius, it's your turn. Wow.
Oh yeah, my character next.
How you doing
campaign
there,
has been
Gaius?
doing that a lot.
I'm not blushing. I'm not blushing. Okay, I'm blushing a bit. Gaius,
Free is-
seeing that.
Speaking of
No,
free
go ahead.
action, right?
Speaking
Sure
is
is.
a free action.
Can I? All right. In that case, Roz is gonna say, Gaius, knock him out, or knock them out. Hope that Gaius will do that. We'll see.
That
Gaius
means
was going to do a kick-ass thing to go and beat the shit out of Lua, but on hearing this, yeah, Gaius will instead turn their attention back to Kel. I don't actually know how I would knock them out. I guess
well,
I'd be doing
sorry.
non-lethal.
I mean, I guess if you're gonna go after Lua, that's fine too. Yeah, I don't want to control your. I don't want to control your actions. I'm sorry.
No, you're fine. I
No,
mean, it's
I'll withdraw
central
that.
to the
That's not-
character.
What do you do?
That's up to you. Honestly, Gaius will go where Rosalyn follows. So if Rosalyn says to knock him out, then Rosalyn will knock him out. But
Okay, I guess then. It's. God, I'm gonna sound like an asshole. It's what my character would do.
Yeah.
I don't know how to. It would be non-violent, or beg your pardon, non-lethal.
Yeah, you could do
damage,
non-lethal. You can just choose to do non-lethal with the punch. It does.
which I
There's
believe-
no penalty.
right
for,
because he's
for unarmed
non-
strikes. Yeah.
So just unarmed strike, non-lethal.
Yeah.
And in fact, since I can use any of my limbs as or unarmed strike, it will be a kick. Gaius will just viciously kick Kel in the face to knock them out
Ow.
with just enough force to, knock them unconscious. Hopefully,
If you
but not
overbleed,
actually
it's not that big of a deal.
kill them.
So.
So just single attack,
Well,
non-lethal
oh.
damage.
No. Full attack.
It's a full attack. Okay, beg your pardon, sorry.
Yeah. No, full attack them. Just,
Yes, please full attack them.
Yeah, like.
Stomp on their face repeatedly until
Yeah,
they're
like,
unconscious.
you-
You won't
I
kill
mean,
them,
that-
I promise.
Oh no.
That is what
Oh,
it looks
no.
like. Gaius
Oh.
just oh yeah,
Wow.
that's in that one.
Now,
That one
Oh, no.
for 25 on the first.
Reroll.
Now, luckily, their AC should be somewhat penalized for being grappled.
yeah,
but
you're
still,
fine. Please reroll though. We just have
Yeah,
to
we
see if
need
you
to
get
see
a
if
nat
that-
one again.
We need to see if that confirms.
Come on,
Reroll full attack.
full.
Reroll
Yeah.
full attack. Yeah, we just need to look at that first one. Okay.
You're fine.
All right. That's a much better set. Wow.
Jesus.
You're really...
Our
So, yeah,
God is
Gaius-
awesome. God.
Is doing Gaius is doing exactly what was just described. He is kicking and stomping all over this poor person who is being pinned down so expertly.
They are being properly curb stomped.
And they're doing it with a massive, joyful grin on their face.
Yeah,
And
so
is it
that-
enough to knock them out?
Yeah.
Nice.
Okay. One
This is
down.
This is the kind of Reddit video I don't want to watch.
One. One down, everybody.
I can close that character
Yeah.
sheet now. Yay! Less shit on my screen. Hooray!
Hooray!
All right.
And Beardy, I think that was the right move, because it is what our characters would do.
It's also will free up Alsark to do something else. So
Nice.
Mm-hmm.
It'll free up Alsark to continue not killing people.
I'm fine. Look, we're not here. Look, we just took one alive. We don't have to kill these people. Just saying.
Our God is awesome good.
we could just,
We could
Gaius
just
can
not
just
kill
beat them all
these
to unconscious.
fucking blasphemous bitches.
Yeah, exactly,
not-
right?
I'm not killing anyone unless Rosalyn tells me to. So
Sorry. All right, Mobius, your move.
God, I'm very glad I'm so late in the turn tracker because I've been thinking about this, deliberating. I don't even know who I want to fight with anymore.
actually, I take that last back. But sorry, go ahead, Grem.
And our special thing is just once ever, right? So,
Well,
if
there
it's this
is-
scene.
There is a living person behind you. You could stab them.
Yes.
You could coup de grace them, yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's a good idea. No. Because I'm kind of tempted to use my big special thing, but I don't. We're kind of winning now, so I don't really need to if things could get worse later.
But it would it be good for the story?
They could still have some pretty big guns. We don't know.
If you got it, then use it now, because you're going to always be waiting for the right moment. Otherwise,
You're right.
to the
So
point where you never
this
use it.
internal conflict, like internally, there's Kaidun puts a hand on Kaine's shoulder and says, I can take care of this. And they are going to... I'm going to use my special thing and turn into a giant celestial multi-tailed fox.
God damn.
Okay.
Did not see that coming, but
I
okay.
did not. No. No.
And it's got like this bluish fur with these white glowing patterns on it, and this big like halo that orbits behind it. And it's got these like white hot tears that are constantly dripping and then sizzling on the ground. I don't know how this is built. I just told you what I wanted for thematic, so I'm just gonna tell you what I want to do, and you tell me what I need to roll.
Sounds good.
I look over and to Seviril and Lua, and I say, I said stop.
Okay.
And I'm going to have my tails reach forward and pull them apart.
Get over here. All right.
Like
I mean, I'd like to grab everybody who's still conscious if I can, and just kind of disable them, but I'll go with whatever I'm limited to.
I'd say 3.
Okay, then I would be the 2 of them and Moss, or Han.
It's okay.
So what do I need to roll?
I'm going to have them roll. Several, do you resist this?
Yes.
Yes.
I would like you to make a reflex save.
Several is the
43.
bloodthirsty one.
Jesus.
Ooh, nicely done.
That was so close to a 1.
Yeah.
And instead you rolled infinity.
Lua nat 20'd, so she also saves on that reflex roll.
There goes my moment.
Uh,
Oh no.
Sorry.
however, yeah, I didn't think so. The beacon is definitely pulled towards you. And she.
Okay, I don't want to
Oh
hurt
no!
her.
Much is the power of the hive.
I'm sorry.
Several
Oh,
doesn't
actually-
slash at you, but he hits your tail with the side of his with the side of the sword.
What
The
are
flat
you?
of his sword.
What are you doing
The
to
flat of
Han?
his.
What's that?
What are you doing to Han?
I don't want to hurt her or anything.
Yeah, I just want
I'll
to
just
know what
Pull her
you're.
close and look at her and say, we are not Eden. We can help. We promise.
They can't. And
We'll get rid of them.
and you see for a moment that she just tilts her head. And then she reaches up, and she does this slowly. She's trying not to provoke you. And she takes off her mask. And she looks you in the eyes.
Ooh.
Okay.
And she doesn't say anything. She just looks at you and, in a way, is trying to trust you. She just looks tired.
I'll say, you know, you remind me of someone. An old friend.
You remind me of one, too. I'm sorry.
I am as well.
And she puts the mask back on and nods to you.
In fact, I'll actually like raise her so that we kind of press foreheads together.
And
I
that-
assume that's my action, so that's my turn.
Yeah, that's your turn. Crema de crop, as Xeno has pronouncedly nicknamed them, and I can never unhear it now.
Nope.
Yay!
I just made them iconic.
Yeah.
I apologize for nothing. We will never forget Tony of Hawk, and I'm not going to forget Crema de Crop.
It's true.
That will be the
I
name
like
on
to
the
think
wiki,
that they
I
have that
promise.
name because they were a farmer.
Yeah.
They don't
Yep,
realize
yep.
there's like a pun to this at all.
No. Okay, so
Don't worry, it's a canon event.
We've killed. Oh, Kenny.
Crema
It's the next-
is going to kind of see what's happening, and they look over at Maru and they touch their chest and they slowly separate from each other into a bunch of flies as they move to flee.
Peace out. Okay.
Good choice.
Good choice.
Smart
Oh,
choice.
yeah. In fact, as they're fleeing, I will look over there and say, "Yes, flee with your lives while you can."
And that is the end of their turn. Seviril.
Full attack. It is full attack. He knows his task.
He's a soldier. He's
Yeah.
just following orders.
Whose
do I
orders?
look in danger?
2 and then plus 2d6.
Oh, you moved again.
Yep, sorry. 2d6 plus 5.
He can't stop, won't stop the beat. He can't stop, won't stop,
Nope.
won't stop the beat. Go.
Bow, bow, bow. Oh no.
Ah,
That's a lot of damage.
That's
What
a
the
lot of
fuck, Devil?
damage. Fuck.
can you describe to me how you kill this changeling?
You monster.
So Seviril bats away Mobius's tail, turns, slashes once, takes the hilt and straight through the chest to the hilt, like right in.
You hear just a and then their body goes limp as they fall to the ground.
Okay, so I gotta kind of know if this is like bleeding out damage or this is like dead damage.
They're dead.
It's 52 and then 109.
You monster.
Oof.
And I the third attack didn't take it, right?
I'll make that 161 damage.
I have a quick question.
Quick question.
Roz is going to try to make a perception check.
Okay.
Out of 30. Does this person look like they're within like breath of life range? Because like
I suppose I don't understand Breath of Life.
Sorry,
Could
so Breath
you-
of Life is a spell that lets me cast on someone who, as long as they died within the last round.
Okay.
And then do enough heal. Like I could do healing to them, and if it brings them back up above their negative con value, then they're not dead.
Okay. Just a second.
So I mean, like basically, I guess my question is like, do they look like they're in like multiple little pieces, or is there enough of a body there that I think I could maybe bring them back with a breath of life?
And how
Sorry,
much?
I'm just doing calculations in my head.
How much does it do? It does.
Yeah, that's a helpful question.
Sorry. Sorry. 5d8 plus 13.
Nice.
I think you could bring them back. Are they still on the sword, though? That is my question.
Ooh.
If they were standing.
They were standing.
Ooh,
Sure, you
okay.
want to kick them off or flare?
No.
Really put your boot in them. I mean, why
He
not?
will
right?
lean in, and you're gonna have to try to. I'm gonna go for a perception check for you to hear this. He leans in to them.
This is the consequence of your heresy.
So when do we turn on Seviril?
Yeah, as soon as we're done here.
Soon
Yeah,
as Ross
you
tells me
hear
to.
it.
I mean, the big giant glowing
You got,
fox is already
you got pretty
crying,
big
so-
ears, you know.
Mhm.
Remind me if I misunderstood session 1. Wasn't our job to like back up Mobius, or did like Seviril have like a secret mission that we didn't know about?
Good question.
Because like maybe that's the case, right? Like maybe Seviril came here with like ulterior like mission statement, and this is.
I guess you guys technically never heard any of each other's requests on this mission.
Yeah. So like.
You were all approached differently.
Okay. Okay.
Or maybe Seviril's more Edenite than other people.
The most Edenite, one might
Maybe.
say.
Yeah.
All right. Now I ask
Gaius
again,
is still the creepy one.
do you keep the body on your sword?
No, he pulls it in like with a and then sheathes.
Okay. Lua's body just drops to the ground lifelessly. Alsark, that is your turn.
I guess. So Alsark is going to hold for now, and it's going to see what's happening. He doesn't know who's going to attack next, so I guess he will have his bow ready, but he is not looking to shoot anyone at the moment. So I'm just going to move my turn
Okay.
currently. I guess, actually, I will use his turn to brush off the termites
Okay.
that are clinging to me.
Sounds good.
Fine choice.
Your legs are kind of itchy after the fact, but you're fine.
That's all right.
My legs are kind of itchy after that.
All right. And then it goes to Maru, who is pretty far back in the group. And you just see his body just physically drop as he looks at Lua. And you see his head move over to the majority of the group. And he takes off his mask, and Alsark, you recognize this man. He's someone you've trained before, years ago. And he
Is
just...
that right?
Yeah.
Do I know their name?
You knew
mean,
him by
is
a
it
different
Mara?
name once upon a time. And he just looks at you. And he shakes his head. And he turns into a swarm of insects and fleas.
Like raise my hand in like a wait.
Nah,
And just
he books it. He's Audi 500, bro. And that is Maru's turn, and then the beacon's turn starts. And you can feel in your grasp that she is shaking. Let me go.
It's okay.
Let me
I
go.
won't hurt you.
Please let me go. Let me go.
Okay.
And
It's not my
she
turn yet, but I will when it's
she'll-
my turn.
she'll hold her action until after your turn. But you can tell she's scared. Rosalyn.
All right, time to bring out the big guns. So Roz is going to see the death of Lua happen in front of her, and she's gonna like scream as she sees the carnage of that person get chopped really badly. And she is going to activate her unique power. What she's going to do is she begins to concentrate all sorts of energy around her. It's like she's pulling in the power of life in the vicinity and concentrating it all into her heart. And she is just going to simply say, "Live." And she's going to fling a wing straight out. A feather is going to fly from it, cascade across the battlefield, and land in the center, like in the chest of Lua. And that feather itself is made of pure light. As it sticks into Lua, it dissolves into them, and I'm going to cast a maximized breath of life.
Okay.
Nice.
So let me see.
Outstanding. I love seeing a good healer at
Probably
work. It just makes
enough.
me happy.
Plus. So that would be 53 HP back to
Okay.
Lua. If that brings Lua to above their negative constitution value,
Yes.
they would come back to life.
That is correct.
And then I would also spend the rest of my round falling to the ground. So I splat. Panting, out of breath, saying, "Seviril, stop."
That your turn?
Yeah, that's my turn.
You just hear a come from the ground as Lua sits up, and they touch their body where the sword once went through them. And they look up at Seviril. And they start to crawl backwards. They don't exactly know what to do, but it's the only thing they can do. That takes us to Kel, who's knocked out. It doesn't fucking matter. Gaius!
Gaius is going to be torn between rushing to Rosalyn's side. In fact, he begins to do that until he hears what Ros says, at which point his attention turns to Lua and Seviril. He's going to take a 5-foot step to the west or to his right, and then he is going to absolutely book it south towards Seviril and actually put himself between Seviril and Lua. And just
My man.
just station himself there. And all that freaky joy has gone from his face, and it's now just back at its sort of content, empty smile. But there is a certain weight to the look that he gives Seviril. It's not
Got
really a
blue
taunt,
lines
but
on his forehead.
it's sort of a. It's not a taunt. It's not a dare. It's not it's not provocation. But it is a "you shall not pass." And that will be Gaius' turn.
Okay. Mobius.
First thing I will do is I will set the beacon down. Set Han down. Gently as I can.
She nods and places a hand on the tail as it releases them. And then they look back at Lua and back at Mobius.
We're so sorry.
And they move to Lua's side, touch her arm, just making sure she's there, and then they prepare a spell. And they look at Gaius as if they're hoping he'll let them go.
Gaius will smile his empty smile at them both, and then turn back to Seviril.
They nod. And that's all that they can do right now. Seviril, what will you do?
I got an actual turn though, right?
Sorry, what did you
What's
just say? your voice.
Sorry, I get an actual turn though.
Oh
don't I?
yes, I'm so sorry.
You're fine.
You go ahead.
So then I want to go over towards Seviril, put a paw on his shoulder, and I'm just going to prepare an action to cast a spell, depending on what he does.
Oh, he's no fool. He's not an idiot. He's surrounded by people.
Seviril, you
He's
have
surrounded the whole time.
a feeling that someone's watching you, but in the sense of the familiar feeling
Mm-hmm.
that you know someone's watching you. What do you do?
One moment.
Yeah.
Seviril looks to Lua and to the beacon.
You have been given a chance. Do not squander it.
And he returns to that ready position, but like upright, like you may go kind of thing.
I'm going to ask this. Is combat over?
Combat is over.
I have one last thing I'd like to do.
All right. Anyone else?
I'm last in the turn tracker, so it doesn't really matter.
All right.
Like, we'll see what everyone else does, but probably done.
Rosalyn, what do you do?
So just to make sure, and this is making sure I understand you, I understood you properly when you said this. When the beacon was standing here on the altar,
Yes.
you said that she had her amulet, she had a bunch of mosquitoes drink the blood
Mm-hmm.
from it,
Yes.
and then fly away.
Correct.
And then you said she dropped the amulet.
Correct.
So the amulet's on the altar.
Correct.
Okay, cool. I'm going to go over to the altar,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm going to cast Destruction on the amulet.
Okay.
That should do 130 points of damage to it, straight up, as an unattended object.
Oh boy.
You see the two of them flinch when you do that. And it's in bad shape, but you can't seem to destroy it completely.
Okay.
There's, although it may be blasphemous, there's still something holy about this object.
Gotcha.
Mobius, you can see the beacon's jaw set again as they watch this. Is that the last action for this?
I do have another destruction prepared, so I could try that a second time, but I assume,
It's not gonna.
I assume it wouldn't
It's
work.
not gonna work 100%.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
All right, that's fine.
And she
Then, yeah, that's all for me then.
she grabs Lua, and the earth kind of crackles as insects kind of pour out from a hole, and they both just drop as the earth seals back up. And they are gone.
The unconscious one is still on the floor on the ground,
Yeah.
right?
Correct.
Yep.
Kel was left over, though you didn't get their name during that.
Yeah. So I'm gonna scoop up that busted amulet.
When you try to touch it, it feels as though you are being stung by bees.
Oh dang.
You are not meant to hold this.
All right.
I'd
Ah!
like to
Ow.
grab it with one of my tails.
Dang.
It still hurts.
Ow.
Okay.
Yeah.
I
Gaius
might. I
is
mean, I'm
gonna-
gonna set it somewhere properly, despite the pain.
Okay.
Gaius will step over to Roz.
I'm fine, Gaius. It's just I figured that if we destroyed the amulet, then they wouldn't be able to do any more human sacrifices, and that would kind of end this whole thing anyway.
Oh my god.
That makes sense. But
I mean-
it wouldn't be destroyed.
Because
Gaius
like
will look at it.
it might be like maybe if we broke it somehow, then this would kind of solve our problem.
There'll be the tiniest sort of crack in Gaius's otherwise just placid look, and they'll be a tiny bit quieter when they ask, "Did I do okay?"
Oh, you did great, guy. You did really great. And fluff up feathers, pat on the shoulder.
For an instant, their smile will look more genuine, and then they'll just go back to being totally empty.
Hey, Seviril,
Yes.
what the fuck?
Well played.
Not sure I understand what you mean.
Like what the fuck? Like
You'll come
we're...
to understand.
I didn't catch that. I'm sorry.
You'll come to understand.
What? Me or Seviril?
Several.
Oh,
Rosalyn,
okay.
thank you for your help.
I'm
She didn't
sorry
deserve
if
to
I.
die.
I mean, I didn't want anyone to die here today, but I also didn't want anyone to keep killing people with that amulet. So, I hope what
You
I
did
did made
good.
sense.
Yeah.
Oh, hey, Fox.
Adorable.
Yes.
I'm gonna go over to the person on the ground, and are we done with combat? If so,
Yeah, you're done with
Yeah.
combat.
Yes.
do you want to go ahead and end combat?
Yeah, sorry, I forgot about that.
No worries. I just wanted to make sure. Okay. Cool. In that case, I go over to the downed person, and I'm going to use Rebuke Death. Or actually, I'll just cast. I'll just
They're
cast
just
Cure Light Wound.
unconscious,
Well,
yeah.
Rebuke Death just removes 1d4 plus some damage. It does. It's not actually. It sounds stronger than it is. No, I'll just use a Cure Light Wounds. So I'll cast Cure Light Wounds once, and that should remove any temporary damage, plus heal whatever I roll. So should be enough. I'll burn my Enhance Water for the day to cast that. So I won't be able to make booze. I'm sorry.
Oh.
Their
That's really
eyes
special,
flicker
eh?
open.
Yeah, so it'll heal her for 9, but also remove all the non-lethal damage. And as that happens, it's basically I say a couple of words, press a wing against them, and as they come to, hey, it's okay, it's all right, the fight's over now.
And slowly they sit up and they move your wing away.
I just want to talk. That's all.
They just look away. Their mask is still on.
Can we talk?
They shake their head no.
I'm sorry if we upset you, but you have to understand we don't really have much of a choice. Like, this kind of ritualistic sacrifice is really bad. And I know you guys are trying to do something good with it, but like, if you do it this way, then the thing you're going to bring back isn't going to be your god. It's going to be something a lot darker. And you don't want to do it that way. I can roll a diplomacy check if you'd like.
Yeah, I would like that.
Okay.
Fruit of the poison tree.
You know, I should have
29.
been doing that a while ago.
I mean, Roz does have max strength diplomacy, so we'll see.
Nice.
Same.
All right.
It is one of my few skills I actually committed to. I hope that makes sense to you. That sometimes the way you go about something can alter what it becomes, even if you think that it's noble to begin with. Like, the means really do matter.
And they look up at Alsark for a moment, and then they take off their mask, and there's a sort of snowflake-like tattoo on their forehead as they look up at him. And you see a past student.
Did all my past students all just become Maleferants?
No, just a lot of them.
Just a...
I say, what did I do wrong?
He's always telling them to be yourself, and they took it
That's
too
where
literally.
Do they look okay otherwise? I mean, like...
I mean, they look like they got the shit kicked out of them.
Okay.
Probably like an 80-year-old dude.
They've got Doc Martens like stamped on their forehead now.
Okay. But they're not like they weren't talking because of some, like, they were just didn't want to talk, right?
Yeah, they
It's not
just
because
didn't
they
want to
couldn't
talk.
talk. Okay.
Exactly.
Just wanted to make sure.
I didn't kick him in the throat. I mean, that's
No.
just rude.
It's fine. Okay.
I guess Alsark will kneel. Do I know this person's name at all, or
They haven't said it yet.
do I know them? Their name from?
You knew them as
Do I know their dead name? Shit!
Wow.
God
Oh
damn
no.
it!
Amana. You knew them as Amana.
Oh, I'm sorry. Amana, please, it can't go like this. I can't stop you from worshiping what you want, but it can't be like this.
I just wanted the world to be better for all of us.
I know. And you'll make it better.
I'm sorry.
But find a better way. Please. Now, I'll grab their hand and like hold it firmly, and like in a attempt of reassurance.
And they sit there for a moment, and then they look at you. Like many of your students have looked at you. They look at you as their teacher. Someone who's guided them for a long time before. And someone they still trust. And they just kind of lurch forward and hug you.
We got one.
Woo! No return.
We pulled one back from the brink.
Converted one. That's the term.
Oh, is that it? Okay.
Got a convert.
We saved one person from being in a cult.
I don't
You
think
can save.
It's
Saved
You
their
saved one.
soul.
You've saved the world. You know.
Are,
That's the way it goes.
are they converting?
no,
No.
no,
No,
no. I'm just being
just-
silly.
Dear Lord. They're just giving you
Well,
a hug
this-
and apologizing. Way to ruin a
It's a-
Movin' asshats.
It's a
It's a nice
start.
moment.
Yeah.
It was a wonderful moment. It was
Um,
beautiful.
Show
And
them
they-
a better way.
They slowly sink back. It's Kel now, just so you know.
Well, Kel. Show them.
Meanwhile.
No.
Sorry.
It's all good. Show them the right way. Find something. Because at this rate, if something bad happens again, I don't think they'll be sending me.
She's not trying to. The beacon's not trying to hurt people. You have to understand that. She's trying to do right for everyone. She can hear her. We can feel her, but she can hear her. And they look like they're struggling to explain it. She's just amazing, Alsark. Any of us would follow her into death, even if she didn't want us to.
I think Alsark's at a loss for words.
Cairo, and they point to the altar. He knew the risks, and we pushed the beacon to this. She didn't have an answer, and a lot of us sort of researched such. She took all of our advice. It wasn't just one person. I'm sorry.
I know.
And they look at Rosalyn and they look like they're unsure if they're allowed to stand up.
You don't have to ask me for permission. It's okay.
And they slowly stand up. And they put their mask back on. I can't go back, though. It was my fault. It was partly my fault that this happened. And they look like they're just stuck with themselves, and they look to you, Alsark, and then they look at the trees, and they just move to leave. And they stop and look back to see if you'd stop them.
Alsark will grab their arm. Wait. You don't have to be alone. Live with me. My family. We'll take you in. We'll help you.
And then they nod. And they hug you.
In return, the hug. No. Oh, go ahead.
There's a temple. It's in Wittingen. Well, around Wittingen. Close by. It's in the woods. We do a lot of stuff in the woods. There's a lot of insects there. Anyways, Maybe you can help them. I don't know if she'll listen after all this, but I feel like I'm partly to blame, so I have to try something. I don't know what else to do.
Then come with us.
They nod.
Let's make this right.
I can't go in there again, but I'll lead the way.
Thank you, Cal.
And they stay.
I look at the rest of the group. Well,
Nope.
do we head out now? Or do we need to wait?
I believe we should bury this poor soul on the altar.
I'm not letting any of you touch him.
Then you do it.
Alsark will stand in front of Kel. We have a job to do right now. No reason to get sidetracked.
I'll come back for you. And they're looking at the person on the altar.
Gaius is gonna look at Seviril with that just empty smile. Anything that you and I need to work out before we go? Because I'd just as soon get that taken care of now as later.
No.
Okay. Gaius will just step past him then and head over to Ros.
Look down to the little fox. Big fox, little fox. Saying anything or just making noises at me?
It's just making noises at you mostly. It's
Just
laughing.
consume its brain.
Yeah, just harvest its knowledge.
Oh dear.
I'm gonna actually look over to Seviril and say, I will go with us to this temple and see what they have to say. But I will not be returning with you.
He nods.
We have decided that the first circle is not for us, if these are Eden's ways. We will worship her in our own way, venerate her independently.
Just a small.
And with that thought and events of the battle lingering over all of you, that is where we will close the game for tonight and return again next time to go to the Temple of Malefera. Have a good evening, everyone, and we hope you roll with us again soon. Bye.
Thanks for listening. As always, special thanks to William Succi and Andreas Pichler for the intro and outro themes, and Emily Roll for Fantasy for this episode soundtrack. Interested in following us on social media? Follow us on Twitter at CheckPleaseDND. Or want to support the podcast and be part of the Czech Republic? Go to our Patreon under the Czech Republic. Until next time.